transition. Hello and welcome to the channel.
Hello everyone,
This is Victor.
and this is Victoria.
Awesome. So, first stream ever for us, and it's kind of a beta test. So, see how it goes.
The key is for everyone to come and have fun, seeing us kind of create our new characters, and as you can see the title, it says Project Beta, first stream ever, intro from the creators and character concept art for the channel.
There we go. Alrighty.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little demo today. So we got here some character designs. So this is my character design, and this is Victor's character design, as you can see.
Ooh,
Okay, there you
that
go.
looks nice.
And here's the color test. Sorry for it to be seriously messy, but yeah. So today we're just gonna do some random test outs, drawing characters in different poses, and have fun. So I hope you guys all enjoy. Feel free to chat in the chat box. And yeah, let's get started. Who shall we start with first?
Well, up to you. Hey, we're gonna do a follower.
Oh,
Wolflow256. Thank you for following.
thank you, Wolflo-san. I'll start with you. It's easier that way.
Okay. I see the purple suit.
So we're gonna have that on the slide, so I see my reference. We can always move it down. Okay, let's see where we're gonna start. We're gonna start doing scribbles, because that's the first thing we do. We have to set something on down paper. Okay, Victor, did you have anything else other than your beautiful bald head and sunglasses and your scarf?
Well, I think you pretty much nailed it there. That's the best part.
Yes, this is the best part. Get that nice, shiny, oily head.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be randomly sketching out stuff, giving new poses, adding new features, and we'll see where this is gonna bring us. We're gonna let our imaginations run wild.
What is this?
That's your bald spot. Very
Oh.
nice and oily, shiny,
Oh,
blinding.
okay. Okay. Carry on.
I'm deciding where to put your placement of the eyes. I'll just do some very random stuff. Just laying it out, seeing where he's looking. Seems like he's looking to the left.
Give me a 3/4 view there.
Shall I give you a beard?
No beard.
Bald top, bald bottom. Right?
We can check on that later. Let's try to make the shape of the glasses a little bit more ovalish.
You want that?
Yeah, let's do it.
What about round ones?
Yeah, not bad. You can have it come out a little bit from the side of the head. Yeah, there we go.
Looks like granny eyes.
Granny eyes.
Granny glasses. Sorry.
Granny Smith apples.
Shall I add a pie?
Yeah, we can say that for another day.
No, it just looks like you have sunglasses. Oh yeah, it is
It is sunglasses.
replacing the unneeded or excess lines. I was just about to say paper, but lines.
Now, is there a definitive way to start with drawings?
No, there's many ways to start. There's no right or wrong way to start.
Just kind of
Go with the flow.
feel what you feel like.
So you've got the main shape of the head in there, and then
And the glasses.
main shape of the glasses, rough position.
Give your nose.
People have noses.
You know your
Glasses seems
kind
kind
of
of
small. It looks like the eyes are gonna go out. Glasses.
Well, let's try to make them a little big. Don't want to make them too big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, giant shades.
Might as well just wear a visor.
No, just regular glasses is good. So how do you know where to put the ear and the nose for that matter?
Draw lots of faces. Then you'll know.
and
I
look at
guess
people a lot. Then you'll know.
most people look the same, somewhat.
Yes.
The eyes can only grow so far apart.
And can only be placed so high above the nose.
But you had to learn anatomy and all that, right?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Now, I'm not as precise as doctors.
Doctors? Which doctor were we talking about here?
General doctors.
Oh, I thought maybe it was Dr. Angelo.
Who's that again?
Google it.
Dr. Angelo.
Dr. Angelo.
Doesn't ring a bell. Okay, so got the ears, we got the
Sunglasses.
Stem.
Yep, connect the back, draw a line.
Yeah.
Line. That's the one you probably can't get wrong.
I think you can get it very wrong.
Depends on the person.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall we give you a smile or no expression?
No expression. Do it like One Punch Man.
I like Saitama. Now
It just looks like you have something in your mouth.
Just looks like a lip piercing.
in
The middle of your mouth?
Sure, why not?
Now it's a real one. I'm just gonna erase that.
Experimental, guys, experimental.
Okay, so we got that. Got the overall shape of the face. So now we're gonna add some neck
Neck
and
and clothes and scarf.
Put some music on.
Yeah, I thought something was missing. There was like no music.
Put some music on. Hopefully it's not too disturbing.
Please feel free to
Chat
chat.
in the chat box.
There's a reason why it's there.
There, I'll start.
Start chatting.
I can't spell today.
You know, you look so serious.
Well, that's the whole point.
But
You're not like that in real life.
Who says?
I guess it's just
In front of me. You know, you laugh like Ray Chase.
Just that laugh.
Why, thank you.
And
That just sounded like Josh Graley.
Why, thank you.
That was sort of like Micah.
No, thank you.
No, I respect Micah.
Put in the scarf. Now, you did say that you don't like the scarf to be too wrapped around your neck, right?
No.
Very tight, like ties.
Suggestion from one of our fans, one of our viewers. So I'm gonna turn this off because we got echo. Hopefully it's better. No more echo.
Oh, there's an echo from the audio?
Yeah, because
Oh.
I'm playing audio through OBS, which then gets transmitted through speakers, and then I can hear myself. So I can't hear myself anymore. But well, I guess if I put headphones on, wouldn't be such a bad thing. So no more, should be no more echo.
Music.
No, they can hear it. But we can't hear it.
Okay, that's okay.
I think. Well, that's why it's beta testing. We have to see if what works and what doesn't.
Okay. Hi and oh, that's us. Hi and welcome.
Hi and welcome. I wrote that.
Hi and welcome. Welcome. Yes.
Let's try to turn this up a little bit. The volume. If I go -1 decibel, 0 decibel.
I just noticed my arm was like in front of the camera. I'm sorry for that, guys.
Oh, I didn't notice anything.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
It was just a temporary moment.
Okay, so scarf is coming in nicely.
It's looking.
Now, just move my chin there, because it looks like I have no neck.
You have a neck. It's under the scarf.
Okay. Just looks like a very, very round chin. Egg-shaped.
Yeah, that's how your face is like.
Egg-shaped, okay. So this is probably 90% resemblance, guys.
He's still got hair. He still has hair.
For all intents and purposes, it's so short.
Yeah, it's like a fuzz peach, you know, guys. Like there's a little bit of hair on top of his head.
You can just
He's
maybe
not bald yet. He's getting there.
maybe draw 3 lines here. There we go.
It looks more like a halo because it has to be attached. There you go. We'll erase that later. We'll just keep it there for entertainment. Now, back to the sky.
If you draw a few more, then I'll just have some kind of a.
You asked for it.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Punk rock. Yeah. No, now it looks like dinosaur. What's that dinosaur with the fan on its back?
I'm not a fogey expert.
Okay, probably have to Google it. But anyways.
You know, like one of the scariest part of erasing is to actually like kind of like wreck the paper if you put too much pressure on it.
Or if your eraser's bad, that's the other thing.
I never get a bad eraser anymore.
Well, what do you recommend for erasers? That black run you're using right now is pretty good, right?
Yep.
That's
a Papermate.
Oh, there we go. Move down the camera. Papermate. Let me zoom in. 1 second.
Focus.
Ta-da! Papermate. Exam standard. Dust-free eraser.
That's good.
And the best part is, you can't buy those anymore.
And this is not sponsoring for Papermate. It's just
Nope,
something
that's
that
just
like
something we've used for many, many, many years. Okay, let me refocus here. Whoop. There we go.
You know, we bought so much that it's like we can actually open a store.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, we bought them from the dollar store back in the day, and they were like, what, packages of 3?
And they're like $1 each.
Yeah, they were like 3 in a package.
Typical
And
dollar store,
dollar
right?
store
$1
stuff.
each.
That was actually when dollar stores were like good stuff. I mean, now their stuff has been less good, I guess. Wouldn't call it bad.
Like, I think it kind of defeats the purpose to be a dollar store when it's over $1.
That's true.
It's like
The dollar store is $5. Like I don't think. What's the 100 yen store in Japan? Do they still have that?
the Miniso.
Yeah, I think so. That's what they're called, right? The 100 yen store, or that's what they always say.
Well, we have one here now too.
100 yen stores?
Yeah, it's called Miniso.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah. There's one close to the airport, so you guys can check that out. Not gonna tell you which airport, but just Google around. Ask Google. When in doubt, ask Google.
Those erasers are pretty nice. The dust-free black one erasers. The other one you use is the kneadable eraser sometimes, right? The one that looks like putty.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like going over that scarf so much times that like nothing's getting laid out. So I'm gonna start.
To the size you're doing now, this is going to be like an upper torso type of deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
What size of paper are you using?
8.5 by 11, and it's just copy print paper. This is just a draft sketch, really rough. You don't need to use any scrap paper. As long as it's nicely drawn, not too, well, I guess even if it's really, really, glossy, as I find a lot of papers have a lot of, has a layer of gloss, so I guess it's easier for the printer, but it's not necessarily good for, like, pencils and stuff, so.
That only applies to color pencils, though, doesn't it?
Pencil too, because the more layers you shade, it's harder to get on because it's too slippery.
Even for B? Or is that just for H?
No, for any pencils.
Oh, for any pencil? Okay.
The softer the pencil, yes, it's going to be darker though, but it's going to be so much harder for you to build on. Might make it even more metallic color.
Yeah.
The softer the pencil, the more reflection it is. Like even here, you kind of see there's some.
Well, not to mention it's like impossible to erase afterwards with a B.
Well, that's why you lay out and the outline first, and then know where the placements are, or you go into the heavy shading.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, it doesn't work. The other way around. I mean, I remember used to using 4Bs or 6B pencils when I was a kid, and you'd draw like one stroke, and you'd push really hard into the paper, and it'd be like, oh, I can see through from the other side. Hooray!
Well, there's Bs from B.
There's Bs from B.
Just from Bs to 9B now. It used to be 8B, but now apparently they have a 9B and a 10B. So.
How about Cs?
There's no C.
Oh, okay.
There's Fs. H.
I think there's Fs in anything, eh? Fs in grading, and then you fail. And there's Fs in pencils. Coincidence? Yeah, and it fails. F is a failing pencil. Fail.
Okay, now we got the scarf. You know, I'm very tempted to do that. This.
This is the
The
serpent one, the one that looks like a rattlesnake. I told her, that looks like a rattlesnake.
Victor didn't like it.
I didn't want it to look like a rattlesnake.
No, it's a sea serpent.
No.
Black and white. Jail.
No.
Yes, you're going to jail.
No, other way.
You're doing skunk. That's what you are right now.
I remember the one that actually did look like a skunk, didn't it? And I didn't even have to Google a skunk because we couldn't remember if the skunk's patterns were black and white, or I mean, were they vertical or were they horizontal?
Vertical. It goes straight from the back down to the tail.
Yeah, but we know that now, but we didn't know that for.
Yeah, we did. Well, I did. You didn't.
I just couldn't remember.
No, we're more confused about whether the black strip was on the inside or on the outside. So
well, it's not every day you look at skunks.
I never saw.
Unless you have a pet skunk.
I never seen a real skunk before.
Yeah.
I wonder if skunks are as vicious as raccoons.
I don't think so.
Rawr.
I mean, they have that scent thing for a reason, right?
What?
Skunks?
What?
They have that scent thing for a reason. Whoops.
Telemarketers.
Telemarketers. Congratulations. I won something.
Thank you for the music.
Oh, in case you guys couldn't hear.
Can they? No.
Yeah, it's playing on the mic. Magica Magica.
I think this was just you speaking. I don't think that they heard it.
Oh. Oh well.
Where were we again?
Skunks.
About skunks and serpents.
Skunks and serpents, and somehow that works into a scarf quite nicely.
Animals of the day.
Question of the day: what is your favorite animal that is not typical? No cats and dogs.
Write it down in the chat box. Just animals, guys. The chat box is looking very lonely. Let's write something in there.
Where is my... Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Scarf.
Scarf. Good.
What are you wearing?
A suit. But I always wear. Should I start?
No.
Got a few.
I guess, right? If you don't wear them, it's like... Well, they're not going to go bad, that's for sure.
Yeah, but if you don't wear them, it's also a waste.
Yeah, but it's also a waste if you get pizza on it.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true. That's true.
Uncle Sensei.
Okay, so now we got stripes, and which one are you gonna do black? This middle one here?
Doing it.
Okay. So for hatchings, what do you suggest for hatching? Follow the shape?
Yes, follow the shape and just kind of have a feel to it. It's kind of hard to describe, which is kind of like, as you can see here, I'm not scribbling. This is scribbling. Or like a one-way.
Yeah,
hatching.
it's like continuous motion.
Yeah.
Continuous motion of the same kind, I guess, instead of back
I'm
and forth.
confused here. Where's the white?
You decide. You're the artist. Make sure you give me a neck. That's it.
You have a neck under
Drop
the
it. Yeah, drop a line. Drop a line from there.
There.
There's a neck.
You're happy?
Very much so.
Somebody doesn't have a neck.
Time to add in some reflection to those lenses, eh?
Buns?
Lenses.
Oh, buns. Buns.
Buns.
I heard buns. Bunses. Ooh.
You are hungry, my friend.
I just ate.
Wasn't buns.
Cookies.
Sure.
No, actually, I didn't eat cookies. Out of appetite. Now, shading in the... No, my friends, this is a place where it can get very dirty. The moment when you start drawing there and smudging there, yeah.
I see some artists use like some kind of a glove type deal, or
That's
even put a
for-
paper on the
no,
on top of it.
that's more for tablets. Right?
No, but sometimes the artists so they don't want
that's
to
just
smudge
gonna-
over.
Yeah, but the ideal thing is to have paper. I don't.
I
they
guess
would-
not. Eh?
They'll still smudge. You have to have something that's stationary and that's not gonna rub on the surface. That's the only way.
That's
to
true.
do it.
Paper's not bad for that, right?
Well, as long as the paper doesn't move all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
your
you
hand's
could always-
moving constantly.
Yeah, your
when
hand
you're
is moving
drawing.
constantly. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, the other way would be to draw from left to right and just call it a day. But not everybody draws like that.
No. I've seen friends drawing like that. Like, a certain friend, she started from left, top to bottom, left to right. And then she didn't go back to do any checks and stuff. She just, like, finished it, like, from left to right, from top
So
to bottom.
basically, as soon as she moved over the area, she never revisited the area, and that was
No,
done.
she was like a moving printer, living printer.
A living printer.
Yeah.
That's some mad skills.
Yeah. You know, like, I like to personally work on multiple pieces. Time.
In the same drawing?
No, different drawings at the same.
Yeah, but so they're in like different stages of completion.
Yes.
Yeah, that works. Keeps your mind fresh, I guess.
Not only that, right? Because sometimes you want to break from just drawing time, though. But it's like, it depends on the person again. It depends on the person. Some people just won't be able to finish that one drawing if they stop here and just start a new one. But I seem to be fine. I go back. I don't forget my drawings.
Yeah, but sometimes wasn't that one drawing that it just takes a very long time to finish?
Well, it depends on what it is. Like oil paint, it's natural for you to wait for it to dry, unless you're going straight a la prima. But
Yeah, like Bob Ross.
many other contemporary artists.
I guess so.
Chat box, guys! Chat box! Write something in
Don't
there!
force them. It's there. Don't force them. They're gonna run away.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's called live stream, not live chat box.
Chat box marathon.
Hey, Wolflo.
Hello, thank you. How are you doing today?
Oh, we'll see.
Okay. All good.
Watching is plenty support, so thank you for that.
Yes, thank you.
Doing good. I feel good. No, I actually watched that on The Voice. I was watching The Voice last night, the auditions where they have the blind auditions. Have you seen that before?
What?
The Voice blind auditions. So basically, it's kind of like America's Got Talent, but instead of the judges sitting in front and
Oh, they sit on chairs.
they sit on a chair
right?
and turn. Yeah. So there's people like Gwen Stefani's on there sometimes.
Christina Aguilera is on there.
Yeah, I
sometimes.
think I've seen her.
The person that's always on there mostly is Adam.
From
Maroon
5,
5,
yeah. So there was this guy singing "I Feel Good" yesterday. He was good. It was good. He danced too, so that was kind of like a bonus.
Yeah, I don't seen anybody dance.
On The Voice?
Yeah.
I mean, the odd time we will see it.
I guess it's different from like K-pop idol shows. Excuse me.
K-pop idol shows. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got a suit in. Okay, so we got
Somewhat of a suit.
somewhat of a suit coming together.
P.S. guys, I like actually never tailored before, but designing it's similar to any kind of other kind of drawing, designing. Fun. It's a change of pace.
Yeah, I guess so.
Looking chill
So
here.
why is this angle different from this angle? Or is that just me? I guess not if it's a draft and just a race.
Is that better?
A little bit. Harunko, hello. A good hello to you.
Yeah, that's the mic, guys. With my hand. I'm multitasking.
Show them the mic. Mike.
Mike, spelled with M-I-K-E.
There we go. Yes, of course.
No. How many mics do you guys know?
I know 1, 2, 3.
Well, it's more like how many mics we know.
well,
I actually don't
no,
know.
that's
Never mind.
not
You
necessarily.
might know more mics than me.
You got that right. Mic drop.
Oh, mic drop.
Mic
Okay.
drop, yeah. Necessarily, right? Because I might know some mics that you don't know.
You know, it just sounds like you're actually talking about the microphone. I know some mics that
I
you don't know.
I know some
mics
mics
that
that
you
you
don't
don't
know.
know.
You can start with the Blue Yeti.
Yeah.
Yanko Sensei is calling.
Yanko is calling.
What do you say?
He says, don't eat fish.
Why?
Because it's all mine.
Garfield's cousin or brother.
Wouldn't be too far off from that.
No. Lasagna.
Okay.
I didn't have lasagna.
Speaking of angles, how do you get that kind of angle in there? How do you know what degree of an angle you need to draw? Does you just go by eye, or do you have some other reference guide or something like that?
Well, to a certain point, when you draw a lot of suits, which I do, and you just kind of get the feel of like what angles it is, because depending on which direction the character is facing, of course the angles are definitely going to change. It will, like a 3/4 one will definitely look different from a front-facing one, or a straightforward-facing one. So you just kind of have to play around, observe a lot. That's the biggest key. Just look a lot, observe a lot, and kind of learn.
But do you take something like, I don't know, like times of day, angles on like the arms of a clock or something. I see some people
There's
take that into consideration.
yes, there's many ways to do it. You can either do that, or can you actually use a compass rose?
Oh, a compass rose. Okay, yeah.
So
Well, that works too. Yeah.
so you have the compass rose, which is your dual. Got a compass rose, right? It's round. Then you just draw a cross in between, right?
So that's your northwest, east, north, south, east, west.
Yeah, so you get the north, and that's good enough because I'm pretty sure we all know our north, south.
Yeah, it's easy,
west.
right?
Yeah. So
Never
basically-
enter Shrek's washroom.
Nose easier.
Nose? How does it make nose?
The French one.
I get. Oh yeah, I guess it is nose in French because west is spelled with an O
Yeah.
in French,
Yeah.
so it becomes
I always
nose.
I always remember nose.
Yeah, but then you're combining two languages together. You're combining French and English.
That's fine.
I just like never enter Shrek's washroom.
I just remember nose because it's just nose, right? And it goes clockwise always.
Well, so does never enter Shrek's washroom.
Never
Enter Shrek's washroom. Don't ask why.
I don't know if I'm actually a big Shrek fan. It's like
I enjoy Shrek.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah, can't be Puss in Boots.
Okay, back to angles. We're
Back to angles.
talking about Shrek and compass rose.
Shrek and washrooms.
So basically, what you're gonna do is kind of angle this.
You probably want to draw a few more arms to that compass.
No, you don't need to, because you kind of like know the middle of the compass. Or at least I know. I don't know about you. You can practice.
So, compasses. Okay.
And that's a great way to kind of see the angle. Compare, right? Try not to shift your pencil too much, or else definitely double check. Like, kind of see like this wasn't exactly what. Wow, I feel gassy today. Whew. Okay. And we understand the never enter Shrek's washroom.
Seems good.
Deal with angles.
Seems good. Now you want to draw me a shoulder, probably, right?
That is the shoulder.
Other shoulder.
You don't need it. I like this pose. See, it's
not bad.
It's interesting, like, because if you always think, okay, how do I want my character to pose like, and you never put a mark on the paper, you're gonna take so long to start. Just start scribbling. I'll show you guys later another way to kind of like start with like random scribbles, and it kind of morphs into like a character or a pose.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
it's a
Do you
cure.
want a tie?
No,
No, I won't give you a tie.
Okay, that makes it easy to answer. What was I gonna say again? I was about to say. Oh yeah. No, never mind. What was I
Tie.
gonna, no. Before that. What was I
Tie.
gonna? No. What was I gonna say? Oh, you mean-
Shoulders.
No. Okay. Never. If I think about it, I'll.
Head and shoulders. Who uses that shampoo?
I don't think anybody's gonna admit that.
Cricket.
Cricket. There we go.
Nice to you today. I'll give you some shoulders. Head and some shoulders.
Head and some shoulders. There we go.
You already got the head, so we're just missing.
Sure. Oh, I was gonna say,
Versus
that's
shoulders.
your scribble things that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a good way to fight artist block, right? Kind of like writer's block, but
Yeah.
for artists.
Because, like, artist blocks only happens if you're trying to plan ahead of time, if you don't know what you're gonna be drawing. But, like, if you're just, that's why the great benefit of doodling, right? Whether you're on the bus, or just waiting in line, or waiting at the office, at a doctor's appointment, right? You always doodle, right? Just do random scribbles, that you never know what may came up, right? And suddenly you see, oh, look, I see a face, or I see like some kind of cool effect with light and sometimes just keep moving that pencil. Very random marks. And sometimes, even with your very random marks, you might come up with new inspiration and stuff. And it doesn't have to be just one color. You can try to experiment with multiple colors, kind of see. One thing I always liked doing was taking multiple colors and then just kind of scribbling, seeing which one matches and looks nice, or just because everybody's taste and preference is different. So I found out that lime green and doesn't he look cool? So cute.
I'm up for that.
No, you do Steph. One, Steph two from no Divergent.
Which one is that? I haven't seen that one.
It's like the Hunger Game thing, but it's like Divergent.
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes, that one. Yeah,
Steph
okay.
one, Steph two. We still haven't watched the new one.
I think I enjoyed that better than Hunger Games. I know some people might be angry about that, but
not that big of a Hunger Game. Sorry for fans who are hungry. Oh, there's somebody that talked.
yay! Easiest thing
Hello,
to do.
Nature lover.
Just to put mark on the
Thank you
page.
for
Yes, of
joining
course.
us.
Don't
What?
stand still. No, he says easiest thing is to just put a mark on the page. So
Yes.
true.
Yes, very true.
Don't stand still. Move back. Move forward. Don't stand in one place. That applies to everything, really.
You can get run over.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes and no,
like,
but
if you're in a crowded area, you might as well move with the crowd. If you stand there, you're probably gonna get pushed.
yeah. I mean, again,
Right?
depends on the situation. But we're kind of trying to apply this. I mean, a lot of things in art applies to rest things in life too, right? Good life lessons as well. A lot of things we learn in art or any other discipline, I guess.
And also, thank you for joining us, nature lover. Is that?
The 6.
Oh, sorry. I need to change my glasses. Yes, I do wear glasses, guys.
No, just sunglasses.
No, you wear glasses. Admit it. Your eyesight's worse than mine.
That's only if I'm trying to look at something.
You look at everything.
Oh, I guess
You
I
touch
do.
everything too.
Oh, I guess I do. All right. So, what is that? A tie or not a tie? No, that's a shirt with buttons. Hey, shirt with buttons. Good.
Buttons. Buttons. Press butt to open door.
Press butt to open door.
Yes.
Okay. That just means you're gonna push somebody through the door. Right.
Whether if the door's opened or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Press butt to open door. Okay, sure. The guy in front of you twists the handle. You just press their butt, and everybody just goes through the door, I guess.
Well, you do
See,
have
I was
that.
gonna say it's like your Psycho drawing that you did.
What do you mean?
The Psycho drawing that you did, it had like a head, and then it had Opie, and then torso. No, did it have a torso? Or it just had boobs?
Just had boobs.
No, it had arms, right? Your arms
It
on
had
the
arms?
side.
No, it just didn't have a waist and a skirt. That's what it was.
Oh,
Guys,
okay.
if you want to see that Psycho drawing, you can always go on Great Fuzzball Instagram and just kind of scroll through all the drawings. A few years.
Here, let me see if I can find that
Find a
drawing.
link and just put it in the chat box and people can click on it.
Yeah, I'll try to find a link for
A
that.
link for convenience. We're nice people, so you guys.
Unless somebody beats me to it, that's not
I don't think that we ever
uncommon.
took a. I don't think I took a picture of that. The first stage before I changed it when I.
Oh yeah. Well, we can see the final stage because
Then
it'll be
people
the same.
get
It'll be
the
the same
idea.
thing.
Enjoying the music.
Instagram.
Instagram. There it is. Just click on that.
Oh, here we go.
Do I
Try to
still
find
need
that
this?
Saga
No, I don't.
drawing.
Okay. I got the overall.
Continue. I will find that Saika drawing so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Hey, let's draw a halo. Yeah. Draw me a halo and let's see what it looks like. Because all the other ones we did were so small, and the halo didn't really fit.
Well, they say if it looks good small, looks good. No, I was joking.
Yeah, I
It's the
guess.
other side around.
No, which side is it? Is it?
No, if the big shapes are right, then most likely, if you're gonna go closer and make the smaller shapes.
You start with the big shapes first, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Start with the big shapes first. Start with the big shapes first. They're only going to get smaller.
Yeah, they'll be. See, that's why you start with the big shapes, because it's not relevant for small shapes to go outside of that big shape. Well, actually it depends. If your big shape was not exactly correct, then yes, you can shift it and like there and adjust if you actually. But the key is to actually build on the larger shapes first, and then when you nail down the larger shapes, then it's a lot easier to put in details because it can't drastically change that much unless if you. But hey, that's different. It depends on what you draw. If you draw abstract, that's completely fine. Go ahead and get out that big. You do whatever you want with. Adding a little bit of the. Got some halos like the Sun God, Michael Good.
Sun God Michael Good. He didn't have a halo, though.
Imaginary halo.
Yeah. Hey, add me a halo. Let's see what it looks like.
Guys, let's make him really happy with his very face. That compass actually looks pretty cool in there.
Yeah, keep the compass. See?
Did you?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it. Wait, give me a sec.
I'm gonna see.
You are not blessed.
Why?
You're not
You
blessed.
are blessed.
I am blessed. Okay, sure. I'm blessed. Okay, here's that psych I was talking about. So we're gonna do a quick transition. I'm gonna do a quick transition back.
Okay.
So Saika, whoop, and this is the Saika that she did. And if you notice on the
There's a
bottom
body.
here, yeah, but there's a body. But at first it didn't have a body. At first it was just head and the cape was there, it had the boobs.
Boobs over there.
Yeah, but
I
there
missed
was
the
no
boobs.
arm here.
There was an arm.
Was there an arm?
Yes, it's just the bottom part.
Oh,
There
okay,
was no
there we
waist,
go. Okay,
yeah.
there was no way. So this wasn't here, and this wasn't here. And when she finished the drawing, I looked at it, and
it
I
looks
said,
like there's like floating.
no, yeah, that's what I said. I said, it's great. I know it's great. That's awesome to Saika, but it looks like it's a floating head with boobs, just floating in the air with two arms on the side. It's like, where's the body? And the first thing he told me when I said that is, that doesn't look like that. It looks fine. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything else.
I
And then,
was very stubborn with what I draw.
I mean, you can be like that sometimes, right? And
Yeah.
that's the other thing, right? It's like, you're the only one who draws. I don't draw. I'm not an artist. I have artist training, but I don't draw. Like, all this is all of your work, right?
Mhm.
So I can only say so much at the end of the day. So I made a
Mhm.
suggestion, and you're like, no, that doesn't look like that. And I'm like, okay, I'll leave it as is. And then like, a couple days later, he came back to me, cooled off. He's like, Vic, I think you were right. It does look like a just head with boobs floating around. Maybe I should add a body. I'm like, again, up to you. Want to add a body? Go ahead, add a body. And she added a body, and now it looks much better. Oh, I should have taken pictures of the other one. Well, you guys can probably just imagine. Just basically, the outline went from here, and then this, and here,
And if you're everybody like
yep.
have
And then this just-
Photoshop, you can go ahead and take that image
Ha.
or take a screenshot and just paint that area white, and then you'll see it. Like you'll definitely
Yeah.
see it.
Okay.
It's,
And then come back and tell me, what do you think? Was
Yeah.
I right? Or
boobs
was
in
she
the air.
right?
Boobs
I don't know.
up
I
in the
mean, this
air.
drawing's like this, so it can't be changed anymore, but I would like to see if people think I was right or not.
Hmm.
Okay, anyways, let's go
Well, I
back
changed
to
my preference because of
live scene.
what Victor said. So he
Where
probably
is my
said something
mouse?
right
Oh, there we
for
go.
me to a stubborn me to change it and cool
There
off
we
and
go.
change it.
Okay, so
I didn't do anything yet. No Halo.
yeah, well, so hey, you shading the glasses, so there's
Oh
that.
my gosh.
There's
I
goodness
think
in
that
that.
everybody saw that me shading the glass. Okay.
Shading the glasses.
So here were some previous Halos that we did. So we tried to use piano keys.
Yeah,
And-
piano keys is halos. That's an idea.
Or do you want just like a generic Halo?
Oh, you asking me now, or
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
talked about? Oh, okay.
Generic Halo or
Just try generic Carol, because if you add extra lines to generic Carol, then you get piano keys.
oh, you know what? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Ready, guys? Ready?
Your arm's in the way. There we go.
Ready?
I hope you
He's
don't
got a
round off.
double, He's got a double head,
Yeah.
double chin, double.
Yeah,
head.
it's like double chin, but backwards. I hope you don't round that off on the corner, because then it'll just look like I have a hot dog sausage on my head.
Happy? You know what? It looks like you have a really weird headband, or it's like.
A very short fro.
No, I would say it looks like you have a toque
Eh,
that doesn't really. It's like the
Toque-
toque was
toque-
sitting on
yeah,
top
but no,
of it, but
the
you're not
toque is
wearing
worn
it.
like really, really back.
No, I don't think it's even on. Just gone, like a fish.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Okay, finish it. And that's the other thing. You get pissed off when I try to comment on your art, and it's like, and the thing that you always say, and then I can't say anything afterwards. It's not finished yet. Okay, well, what else do you want to say? It's not finished yet. Okay,
I
mind my
don't
own
want
business.
you to say anything. That's
I'm
what
mind my own
telling you.
business. Yeah, when I first thought of the Halo idea, I thought, oh, okay, Halo, but kind of like Mercy's in
look,
Overwatch.
It's
But
Vic
Mercy doesn't have.
and, no, look, it's Vic and the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
A very sinister Statue of Liberty. Actually, no,
That
the
doesn't
Statue
even
of
look
Liberty
like
does,
this.
No, it
that's more
doesn't
like
go
a
all the way.
no. It
doesn't
looks
go
like
all
a
the way.
crown. So no, that
Yeah,
is
it
no,
doesn't look all the way.
no, not the same thing.
No.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought Mercy from Overwatch had a halo, but apparently she doesn't. Well, no, she
Her
does,
wings.
but it's
her
like just a
wings.
light ring. It's not Mohawk Halo. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Mohawk Halo, but sideways. You have to make Mohawk Halo in perspective. No, like vertical. But I guess it's just a Mohawk then, right?
No, it could be horns.
What? I think that you've been watching too much Devilman Crybaby.
It's good.
Yeah, for those who
not
haven't watched.
recommended for kids
Yeah, for
under under 18 because it's quite explicit, but
But
please,
otherwise, it's
viewer
good.
discretion is advised. But
But otherwise, it's good.
you didn't even watch it. How can you say that?
I don't know.
You only saw like,
I saw like bits and
minutes.
I saw bits and
Yeah.
pieces.
but the music is really good and the art's very good. So that's
It's
that's
it's
thumbs
it's
up
different.
for it.
It's different.
Yeah. It's very unique. That's all I can say. It's the same creator as Chitami Galaxy. That anime before, but it's interesting. It's very descriptive, very traditional, in a way like Japanese folklore kind of thing. But it's very Japanese style, but very simplistic. Yeah. Like it in.
So what are you gonna do with that compass on the side? It'll just be like
We're gonna add a chicken on top.
add a chicken on top, a rooster on top, not a chicken.
Chicken.
I guess it could be a chicken, I guess. But why?
Why not? No rule.
Yeah,
can
I
do
guess.
whatever I want.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so you added a halo, but it's like attached to my head. Well, the way you're ending the line, there we go. Aha, there we go. Okay.
I'll probably just have to do a lot more changes after this, but just like the spare moment of ideas, and you just want to put it down on paper before you like evaporate.
I mean, if you hadn't told anybody that I was bald at the beginning of the stream, I don't think people would have known that that's bald head with a halo and not just spiky hair.
Nobody has hair like that.
Oh, sure, they do.
Even if you put so much gel in hairspray.
You could. I mean,
Weird hairstyle, guys. Oh, Nature Love says the only
that's ignored. Yeah, that's true.
I would agree.
But I mean, an idea is good or bad. Who has the say in the end?
It's all gray
Right?
area.
Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective, right?
Yeah.
It's what you value as good, what you value as bad as an idea, right? It depends from person to person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? One person ignores the idea, discards it as bad. The other person picks it up and says, "Hey, I can actually do something with this." That's where innovation comes from. Okay,
He's
now that's
registering
way
with
too
her.
many spikes.
It's not spikes. Wow, I'm getting.
Way too many spikes. Now it really looks like mohawk.
You know, it looks more like a horse's mane.
A
Hair.
horse's mane? No, not a horse's mane.
No, like a horse's hair though. Like you know those ones that like those
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Gladiator
Yeah, no, not
stuff,
gladiator.
right?
The
Roman.
Yeah, the ancient Roman or
yeah.
what the Greeks. The Greeks and the Rome, they had that thing on their helmets, right? The hair thing on their helmets. I remember as a kid looking at those, and I'd always wonder, why do they have a broom on top of their head? That makes no sense.
It's a sense of fashion at that time.
Yeah, and
I guess when you're a kid,
yeah,
you're so ignorant of it.
Yeah, and I didn't know until later, I guess, to my ultimate sorrow, that it wasn't a broom. So I don't know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. We got some black keys there coming in, and some white keys. Different? Yeah. And 3D. Oh, interesting. This will be interesting.
Are you guys having fun?
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, you kind of see this is not the same length of that.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Sorry, this is the perspective. The perspective. I'm saying like
I think like Sasha used to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, sorry.
your arm's in the way again. Move your arm.
No
one wants to see your arm.
What's my
Nobody wants to see your arm.
Broomhead Fashion Halo. Yeah. Yes. That's the name. That's the name we're gonna give it. Yeah,
it's a new movement. Maybe they'll bring. You know what? Maybe they'll bring that back if they haven't already. Like the new fashion stuff. Sometimes they come up with some crazy ideas.
Yeah, recently, I think so. Louis Vuitton, they brought back some Egyptian stuff.
Oh, have they?
Pretty good. Yeah.
I've always liked Egyptian.
About Egypt.
Yeah, something about Egypt, but also the fan culture around Egypt. I mean, stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh was based around ancient Egypt's themed thing, and I know that was big back in the day. I think it's still big. I mean, the original Yu-Gi-Oh, not the new 5GX or whatever it is now. Magic the Gathering did a Egypt theme recently, didn't they? Amonkhet, I think it was called, Magic the Gathering. Correct me if I'm wrong, if we got some Magic fan viewers here.
I'm not a Magic fan.
Okay. Yeah, I think Magic the Gathering did a Egyptian-themed card set recently, and that was okay, I guess. Yeah, just move the board down. Or move your paper down. Well, just tilt your camera. Okay.
My hands are full, okay?
Yeah, one
Oh
hand.
no, look, I'm adding like a fourth key.
Hey, you gotta,
No, no,
you
no,
gotta.
no,
Oh,
no,
there we go.
no,
Okay,
no.
yeah. Please respect the geography of the keyboard. No, but 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys. It's not hard. It's not difficult. 2 black keys, 3 black keys.
My brain is exploding. Too much info. Too much info.
88. Nature Lover asks, how many keys on a piano? If you're looking for a full size piano, 88 keys.
Guys, I'm not in my right mind. Like, where the black keys from the
You're inventing new instruments.
Actually, I'm gonna keep it like that. Actually, looks pretty cool.
Oh. As somebody who plays the piano, that just looks very, very disturbing.
The glory of art. You can do many, many different stuff with it.
I'm not sure if I should be happy or sad about what I see right now.
But actually, looks pretty cool.
Except the 2 keys that are kind of in the middle. It's a.
No, but you just say that they have like longer backs.
Or you can just say they're floating in the air like Psycho with boobs.
Why are we going back to that Psycho boobs?
Because it's fun. Okay, let's.
Something with guys and opais.
Let's take a look again. Psycho with boobs.
A piano halo.
Psycho with boobs. There we go.
Normal. Black keys, not normal. It is normal.
Sorry? Here, well, let me read it.
No, a
Piano halo normal. 3 black keys, not normal. 3 black keys is normal. With a piano, your layout is 2 black keys. Here, can you draw it? Can you draw it for me?
Well, it's already drawn.
Oh, yeah, it's already there. Okay,
so
yeah.
Two
So 2 black keys,
and then
3 black keys.
And then
groups of 2,
2.
groups of 3. That's your standard piano.
I think that this halo had a better job.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mind the other one. The 3D one kind of looks cool, but it looks more like something you'd find out of Davy Jones's organ from Pirates of the Caribbean than, right? Because remember his organ, when he played the organ, the keys were like everywhere kind of thing.
Oh, was it? Only he can play it, that's why.
Yeah, well, and it was probably like under the ocean for like a couple hundred years.
It warped and bent and...
They probably need a new Pirates of the Caribbean too.
The newer one wasn't that good.
Yeah, the storyline, the first 3 were
Other
good.
Other than Penelope Cruz in there, it's like, yeah.
Not so much of that. They need a good storyline to it. If they have a good storyline to, I mean, even if the storyline is almost there, I think Johnny Depp would be able to bring it the other.
Back?
Yeah.
What happened to
Oh, 1 second. I'm getting some weird warning on my side. What is that? Is that an overheat from the camera? 1 second.
Battery overheat? Can you click on it to see what's going on? Oh. So, thing about Davy Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't think that's Pirates of the Caribbean. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did make a new one.
They're making new Star Warses, so.
Yeah. We still didn't even watch the
yeah, that's one thing I have to watch, the new Star Wars when I get time.
Halo is too powerful for the camera. Yes, I do agree.
Yeah.
Oh, this godly power that's that's overheating the camera.
Well, this is our first stream, so we'll just be working out some of these bugs so they don't happen again. So, feedback would be appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Appa? Nature Lover asks, what is the relationship of music to drawing? That's a good question, actually.
Relationship from music?
Relationship of music to drawing. I would say they're probably like 2 two sides of the same coin, really.
Yeah,
Because
you
they're both.
you do see like I don't know. I guess you do see like when listening to music, you do like imagine scenes and pictures, and then you get
Yeah,
a
there's
feel of the
that.
story. And then when it's drawing, you actually do see rhythm and different colors, composition, and stuff. So
Yeah, but on a deeper level, I mean, it's the two highest forms of,
art.
well, transcending art even. The two highest forms of enlightenment that I think us as human beings get to enjoy, right? For both sensory, on a sensory level, right? Because art is visual for the most part,
Right.
and music is sounds for the most part. So
So one's visual and one's is like
yeah. Mhm. But I'd say like they're probably like the same, two different sides of the same coin, and they express maybe similar things just through different means. I mean, they're both amazing. I mean,
they all have their pros and cons about them, right? Because nothing is perfect,
of course, yeah.
right? So there's always like upsides and downsides of it. Natural for like anything that's natural, it has both. Well, it has both of those. Oh, she said something. Yeah, nature loves said something.
And yeah,
I
that's
do
I
agree
think
with
the
that.
main reason. I mean,
Because it connects people all around the world in a different level. Like it's higher than just language, right? Because language it stops.
yeah, it's a universal language. It's a
Yeah.
universal language, and I mean, yeah, language can get lost in translation, whereas music, it's pretty much universal, transcends the age, transcends the times. It's right. I mean, music has changed over the years, but it never actually goes out of fashion. Whereas languages, new languages are born, old languages die, I guess. And I mean, music, arts, they bring people together, even transcending a lot of.
How do you like your Halo?
Oh, very much so. A lot of the things that we see, right? Politics, strife in today's day and age. Music and art transcends all that. Right? It still brings people together.
Like the keys.
Yeah, I think it's
the
good.
keys, it looks kind of funny because it's kind of like bending over. I don't know if everybody sees that.
You know what we should do with those keys now is.
It looks like cities, you know. It looks like New York City.
Yeah, yeah. But on a separate note, for those keys, if we get to animation one day, it'd be cool to have those keys kind of move up and down and kind of
to the beat.
Yeah, almost like a synthesizer type of deal in it. But you have the yeah, it does look like New York, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or Boston, or any other big city that has Chicago, right? But New York, I guess, is probably like the most iconic one out there.
For
Yeah.
many buildings and.
But to make it kind of like bounce around up and down, like for like a synthesizer almost. So to have the face there as a still image. Yeah, still image, and then have that just bounce around or something. Yeah, that's an idea. It's an idea. Kind of like this thing. This here.
What?
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, synthesizer things. You have that on the digital music stuff all the time.
Well, they have that on any kind of stereo. Most stereos, let's say.
Yeah, I mean the volume bars. But now instead of the volume bars, we have music keys. Nature Lover asks, isn't it hard to know when a drawing is finished?
That's a sense of feeling, because the one who has to say is the artist, right? So, it really depends. Like, sometimes when you're uncertain, I don't know if that's like the exact. So, if you're not sure whether this drawing is finished or not, sometimes it's good to take a break, and then once you go back to it, like in a day or even in like 1 week, and then you look at it and you think, oh, it looks like an unfinished work, then that unfortunately.
Yeah, it kind of tells you. You just
Yeah.
look at it with fresh eyes across a couple days. That's always helpful. I mean, there are some artists who never finish their work. I mean, people like Da Vinci or something like that who kept working on their paintings until the day they died. It's not really the case nowadays anymore. But I mean, to get a sense of when an artwork is finished, it really depends on.
It's a feeling.
Yeah, I guess.
It's completely a feeling. It's not something that it's no rules to it.
Right. I mean,
whether it's finished or nobody
right.
can say that looks unfinished or that's finished.
Well,
right?
people
Because
can say it looks unfinished,
finished,
but if the
right.
artist says
it's
this is finished,
yeah. Then
that is
nobody
end of
else-
discussion,
anybody else-
right?
Yeah.
The artist has the last say, and that's one of the nice things about art, or even music for that matter, right? It's right. People who it's judged on a different level than a lot of the other things, right? It's
Right.
not like math where 2 + 2 = 4, and there's no other way around that. Not really.
2 + 2 = 5.
2 + 2 = 5, and that's basically what art is, right? If I have to sum up, what is art, what is music, to new people who want to know exactly how I think most artists probably would feel at a deep level, it would be that. Art is 2 + 2 = 5. And if people ask why, they say just because. And that's basically what art is.
Yep, but very good question, Nature Lab.
Lever 6.
Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm just like
Doing some
shading
shading.
in. This is the dirty part. You can kind of see it's kind
Yeah, make sure you wash your hands afterwards.
of. Don't touch food, guys. With this dirty
Don't go
hand.
rubbing on my face either.
No. You know, just like a saying where like I've seen a lot of artists do that, and also there's the step-by-step stuff, right? And then the first step was to take some charcoal and just rub it on your hand. Second step is to use those hands and rub it all over your face.
Really?
Yeah, there's a
I've
thing.
never seen that before. Where did you see that?
It's just very random stuff.
Was that on like some Instagram thing or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
on some like stories though, but it's just
Oh,
like
okay.
there's just other ones that it's more throwing shades.
Throwing shades, yeah, I know.
Shades?
I guess you could throw them. Yeah, but I mean, I was expecting you to say something like, put charcoal on your hands and then use your hands to do finger painting.
No, the first step is get a lot of charcoal over your hands, or even more messy, get paint all over your hands.
Okay, that's
More extreme.
no, it's like get paint on your hands. I could accept that.
Rub it on your face.
Accept that. Not so much. Not so much. If paint tasted as good as pie
Don't eat
or
paint.
cake, then maybe.
Don't eat
but
paint. It's
that's
not
not the
recommended.
case.
It's Van Gogh almost died because he almost swallowed paint.
Well, I mean,
It's poisonous.
yeah, but is paint still as poisonous as it was back then?
Yes. If you any paint, if you consume it, like oil paint is technically the media that's most toxic.
Because it's oil based. It's not water based.
Well, even then, acrylic's different. Like oil is toxic whenever you use it, even if it's dry and stuff. Like, and when you like have contact with your skin, and if you have a cut, that's not really good because it goes into your bloodstream.
Oh,
and
I
stuff.
see. Okay, yeah.
But for acrylic, it's not toxic when it's wet, but when it's dry, it emits toxic vapor.
Oh,
when it's
okay,
dry.
yeah.
So generally, any kind of art supplies or any like art activities is not recommended to do in your own room. Like even
Well, you only want to do it somewhere with lots of ventilation usually.
Yes, a good air circulation.
Always a good rule of thumb.
Like even not only that, like even the paint thinners that you clean your brushes with, like that's very bad for the health. Even odorless mineral.
Yeah.
What I learned, don't eat the art. Yeah, don't unless if it's food cooking, like food coloring, food cooking.
No. You can eat the art. Of course, eat the art. If
With
it's
your
culinary arts, eat it.
Culinary art?
Yeah, if the chef makes it, like I don't know if it's like lamb or something awesome, like I don't know, like
Fish.
Michelin French cooking, eat it by all means. Don't say, "Oh, this looks too beautiful to eat." No, it's meant to be eaten.
Before you eat, take lots of pictures.
Oh yeah, of course, and don't eat the pictures.
Can't eat the pictures. You can eat it with your eyes. But you
There
can't,
we go.
You can't physically.
There we go.
Like eat it.
No, but generally, don't eat the art.
Yeah. Eating art is more like a metaphor. You eat
Yeah,
with your eyes.
You eat the or it's like saying you absorb the art, like eating the art. There's probably something like this in some other language where you eat the art. It's kind of like saying the same thing as I'm absorbing the knowledge that I see type of deal.
Mhm.
So, but on another note, do they still make zinc white for oil paints?
Yes, you do. It's the worst part ever.
It's the no, not zinc white.
Lead white.
Lead white is what I meant to say.
I do believe, like, a lot of the major companies.
They've banned it, right?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
yeah, most countries have banned it, but I'm
Yeah.
wondering if they still make lead white because that was like the most popular one back in the day.
You can get it and then just make it.
Yeah, just melt lead soldiers.
I don't think you can get lead soldiers.
Oh, you sure you can? Just go to a vintage
Mhm.
shop and you can get lead soldiers.
But
Still.
it's not recommended. Like, lead is probably the most toxic things.
Yeah, but I mean, they used to
like-
use it all the time. I'm just wondering if they still make it like as
not
a
in
product.
companies.
Okay.
They already found alternatives. Like, alternative for leadite most people use right now is flake white, actually. Titanium white is not as white as white. That's my experience though. But lead white, the reason why people use it back in the days, many centuries ago, is because it has a very high tolerance from. So even
It's
after,
UV resistant.
yeah,
I
so,
see.
so
Okay.
after many years of having because UV rays, anything like disintegrates.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
contact
Well, that's why
right?
they don't.
So-
They
so
say
le-
don't put your painting under the sun.
Yeah, so lead has the strongest
Resistance to that.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then so that lead white is gonna stay as white as it was.
Yeah, it's another color that's kind of like that is the color indigo. I don't know if you know that or not. Indigo ink, indigo color with any
Mhm.
pigments like that. It'll actually get dark. One of my friends actually
Mhm.
told me that. It'll actually get darker with age and not lighten up. So how about white oxide?
White oxide is a more transparent, right? Like any
Okay.
of the oxide, like there's transparent oxide red, which is a very nice. It's like burnt sienna, so it's like
Okay.
maroonish brown.
Mhm.
So anything that's like a transparent colors generally they fade.
Well, it's kind of in the name,
Well,
right?
not within years though, but yes, they tend to fade, and mostly when you add like mediums and other like linseed oil or something, yes, they would fade.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thicker the paint, like the more pure the paint is, without like mixing with other colors, more likely it's gonna retain its freshness and its.
So how would you rate the whites if you had all the whites like flake, titanium, zinc, oxide, lead? What would you rate them by performance?
The thing is, the reason why we have so many different whites.
Right, but if you had to rate like the best overall white to the worst overall white,
There actually isn't the best.
okay,
It
the best
depends.
the best that you use that you prefer as an artist.
Like
Lead, notwithstanding that you can't get, so other than lead,
the
I
ones
guess.
I use right now for my paintings are titanium white. That's the one I use the most. Flake white, I believe. Zinc white, I just kind of like banned it from my whole. I still have like a tube, and I think it's like dried up because the reason why because zinc white, there's something in it that they pre-mixed it in that are a lot faster than titanium white.
Okay.
As we know that titanium white is quite a fatty oil paint because it has a strong consistency of it, so it's a very slow. But like dries really fast, and then at some point when you squeeze it out, just these chunks of white pills in there, and it's like dry paint almost. And I didn't really like that on my paint. Like unless if you like texture.
Okay. We're looking
So,
at
have you heard about
Wolfgang, Mr. Wolfgang Beltrach. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce the name.
Okay.
I have not heard of
Is
this
a
artist
German
before.
reporter and artist who has admitted to forging
Ah,
interesting.
interesting.
No, I never heard of him. Have you?
No, I've heard of similar stories. One is actually the one from Big Eye, and they actually made a movie about that. And here, let me Google it. So, Big
Yeah.
Eye. Big Eyes. And this is the movie, and I'll switch that over here. Produced really amazing forgeries, but got called out because he was using titanium white, which didn't exist back then. Aha. Yeah, when you do old paintings, you got to make sure that your materials are of that age.
Right.
Especially anything that's carbon datable. So this is another guy who did. If you read up she did, but her husband was the one who
stated himself as
the actual artist
Yeah.
when he wasn't. And it's a good movie if you haven't seen. Anybody who hasn't seen this. This is starring Amy Adams and Christoph Waltz, who was also in many of the other good movies. He was in Inglourious Bastards. He was in Water for Elephants was a good one. He was also in
Horrible Bosses 2.
Okay, yeah, he was in that. What was the other one he was in? Django Unchained. Okay, but yeah, this guy also did a lot of fraud-related things.
Okay, and
This is a question of what does fake mean, because his technical skills were good, even better than the masters he was copying. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't want to say this in a bad way, right? But everybody learns from copying is kind of what I want to get to.
Because the essential is that, like, naturally as us humans, it's kind of like a natural thing for us to kind of like imitate. It's like if we say it this way, like kids imitate their parents most likely to learn how to walk, right? They see how parents walk and they kind of start standing on their legs and kind of just following the parents, right?
Yeah.
He didn't just think, sat there, just crawled, right? And he never really thought of how to like walk, right? They have to have like some kind of example or model.
Yeah. But again, there's a difference between imitating and doing a 100% copy, right? Because that's going to be different, right?
Because like fake means that if you're copying someone else's art and saying that that art is yours, and then people found out that it's not, because whether it's right or it's like whether it's not the real artist that was painting it, yes, that would be considered kind of fake.
Yeah.
But it's like, but then like once you change the sizes, it's not necessarily copying.
Yeah, that's debatable. I mean,
it's like
imitating well, to me, it's like, what is your goal of copying? If you're going to create a carbon copy of something, I'm going to switch back to this screen again, because nobody wants to read IMDb. So we're showing this screen.
Watch me draw.
Watch you draw, yeah.
Halo keys.
So, back to that. If you're going to make a carbon copy of something, and it doesn't matter if it's of a drawing or anything else, depends what the reason behind it. I think the reason behind it is probably the thing that, to me, makes it right or wrong in this case. If you're copying to learn, you're copying to better your own skills, or to learn a technique, right, and to be able to improve yourself as an artist or as a person, that's all right. But if you're going to copy to say that you made everything here and you want to get some kind of reward other than self-improvement out of it, like monetary, fame, or otherwise, then it's wrong in my case. In my opinion, that's probably wrong.
But everybody thinks differently, right?
Yeah,
just,
I mean,
just know like some people might think what Vic said.
well, to me, it's just
Yeah.
what your end goal is. If your end goal is to if is to bring harm, then no. If your end goal is
Yeah.
to
To just educate yourself and
educate
kind of
yourself and then
learn.
in the end create something of your own
Yeah,
and
then-
enrich
then
the art
that's-
community,
that's-
then
that's-
by all means,
Yeah.
by all means.
Because would you think this is like if people were learning piano, for example, and they couldn't play anybody else's music because it's somebody else's music, right? So it would be considered like copying in a way.
Yeah, but again, there's a difference between
Composers
with music it's
and-
different because with
right.
music, playing an instrument, a song on an instrument is different from taking a recording of it. Well, playing a song on an instrument to practice would be
Mhm.
equivalent to practicing on a piece of paper, copying from another artist or another piece of art, just for self-improvement. Taking the same song to record it and then uploading it to YouTube and calling it your own, that would be the same as copying it and trying to sell it for oodles and oodles of money, and yeah, that's not right.
Okay, so nature lovers has another question. If I remember was Bell.
Yeah, Beltraki.
Okay. What was frustrating was that he was very full market for his own
For his own page.
and that goes for many artists. Like,
Yeah, that's probably one of the sad truths about
yeah.
art nowadays, and it always has been. I mean, it's always has been a problem for artists who can't find their market. I mean, I don't want to say it's anybody's fault at this point, but sometimes the best who deserve a chance don't get it, and some other people who artists could do, and
Sometimes it's just the life, right? The
Yeah.
time that you live in, right? Because
right? But at the end of the day, it's all about principle, your value system and your principles. And I'm sorry if I'm going off topic here or if I'm boring some other people. But at the end of the day, it's a value system and its principles. If you have the skill and you have your own creations, your own art, but you can't find a market, right? At the end of the day, it falls on you on whether you want to give up on that and pursue something else
that
you know is wrong just because nobody is
seeing you or
seeing your
nobody's
stuff,
hearing you,
right? Or do you prevail until the end doing what's right? And that's a tough question to answer because everybody will answer that question differently, right? I mean, I believe that anybody who has committed crime in this world never intended to at first. There was some kind of a turning point for most people. A point where they said that, okay, this is no longer worth it, and the value systems that I've held before no longer hold true. And I think that turning point is what happened to Mr. Beltraki. Of course, I don't know the person, and I wouldn't know what he's thinking.
He still around?
Let me go back here. Is he? I'll just press back.
No, he's not around. He passed away in 2010.
No, that was years active. That's no, he's still around. Age 67.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still he's still around. So, especially with something that's on the creative scale that art is, right? I mean, you look at a lot of these people who have never had breaks in their lives. And you see this on, I know, it doesn't matter if you go on, if you look at America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or any of those similar shows where, I mean, there are young people who make it, but there are also people who've had a totally different life before. They've done, I don't know, engineering, or they've just had a whole different life, and music has always been a passion, or art has always been a passion of theirs, but they've never had the chance to realize it. But they've never deviated from that value system. The value system is that if I hold on long enough, right, the chance will still be there. Somewhere, I still believe the chance will be there. But if I change the value system, that opportunity, that dream no longer exists. Right? So, don't know if that answers your question, Nature Lover. Hope it does. If not, ask me another one, I guess.
Yeah, it just really depends. Like it's something that a lot of people are confused, but like at the end of the day, the choices depends on yourself,
Yeah,
right?
choice is yours.
Because you live your own life. Nobody lives. Well, at the end of the day, is your choice, right? Nobody can make you choose and make you live how they think you should live. So just be yourself. Be free. Be free.
Awesome. Alrighty.
For another drawing, because I think I'm finished.
Okay.
With you, I'm finished.
You're
with
finished
you.
with me.
I'm
You had enough of you.
you.
I've been looking at you the last hour.
What's the emoji?
The emoji is pound or pow.
Oh. Okay.
Woo.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, you're sick of me now. You've been staring at me for the last hour and a half. Let's switch to something else. But hey, there's something we could use down the road. Hey, who knows? Maybe you guys have witnessed what the beginning of the channel art is. Yeah, if we still haven't picked out a channel art for our channel yet, and this actually might be, it's one of the contenders. One of the contenders. We'll see what happens.
Sorry, just throwing this in the garbage. It's tape that's been used, and it's time to move on. Look how dirty that is.
The sticky stuff.
The light that has never
under the tape, and that's the paper from.
And the hand. Maybe I should go wash my hands before I strip a new one.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Okay. Let's everybody take a break. We will be back in a short bit, so stay tuned. You ready?
My mic? Yep. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, like after an hour of sitting, I think so. People need to stand up for a
People
bit.
stand.
People stand, people wiggle, people dance a little bit.
All right.
Okay, welcome back. There's no paper on it because I didn't put it on yet. Back, guys. We are back. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You'll be back.
I am back.
Okay.
Okay,
Nature
now
Lover asks,
paper.
what is that sticky stuff? Do you mean the tape that was taping the paper?
This thing? Is it this?
Might have been the tape, so we'll see.
What's the sticky stuff? What's sticky stuff?
Sticky stuff. Oh, wait. This? That's a plastic bag.
Okay, so this is just a plastic bag, and then I print paper in the plastic bag because I keep.
She has OCD.
I keep my stuff organized. Ish. This is the tape.
That's the tape, yeah. You just use regular tape, right? It doesn't really matter.
Well, since it's a since it's a sketch, yeah, it doesn't. As long as it just stays at the that's fine. Yeah.
You can also use painter's tape, right? The masking tape will also
Yeah,
work
this is
for paper.
Scotch tape? Oh,
Yeah.
no, this is Scotch tape.
This is Scotch, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also use the masking tape
Yeah, so like,
to stick your papers
is that
to
what
the
it's
board.
called? Painter's tape?
Painter's tape is the green one because the tackiness is not as great because they use it.
It doesn't like rip your paper
Yeah, that's the nice part about it.
out. Okay, so you got your place. Now it's time to draw me.
Woo!
Okay.
Here, show them what you look like first of all before we start. Here's a. Yeah, show them a preview. Why not?
Okay, so but that is me.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but this.
Oh no, yeah, just show them that one. There's a preview.
So this is like a project that I've been or that we've been kind of working on, and it's gonna be on like as a banner. So here's.
Yeah.
That's me. I colored myself in first before Vic. Isn't that nice of me? No, joking. No,
That's fine.
No, that's not.
We'll get there eventually.
So you gotta start somewhere, right? And then if you always procrastinate on which one to color first, then it's start with one. Close your eyes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, then just draw. Put that pencil in your hand, just draw. Yep. So that's me, and then we're just kind of like experimenting with color schemes and poses and what each character kind of has. Like you kind of see, like I got a pencil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the brush.
Okay. So yeah, so that's like the Mark 1, the 101 of me. But we'll be drawing more of us, like just different poses and just kind of different outfits too, just trying out new stuff, experimenting. Experimenting is always fun because you never know what might come up. So here's the concept
Like
art.
piano halo keys. 3D piano halo keys.
Okay, so this is me. This is the concept art, and kind of feel like I did some detail drawing of the hair, mine, glasses. Yeah, we were debating on because I didn't want to have glasses. I do have glasses in reality, but I didn't want to draw glasses just because I get to do whatever I want if I create it myself in a character
Yeah, it's like
kind of style.
Yeah.
But Vic was saying,
yeah, I'm
like,
like,
oh,
yeah,
it has
just
to
put
resemble-
glasses on.
it
You have to resemble
you
the
somehow.
Yes, yeah, you have to resemble in real life. I mean, It has to be at
It
least
does
like.
resemble me.
Yeah, I know, but it has to resemble at least like 80 or 90% of you in real life. And yeah, you can do like 10% of
Mhm.
changes, but
Yes.
I have glasses, so
I have glasses. I got black hair.
yeah, black
Yeah.
glasses, and then the glasses are on top of your head in that previous drawing that you showed, the one with the color.
Yes.
So,
So
okay, yeah.
It's a mix of both.
I can't say you don't have glasses at that point. Even
Yeah.
if you're not wearing them, it's like okay, you
I
still have
kinda can
glasses.
see here.
It's a suggestive.
At first, I wanted to put
Goggles.
goggles. What was the other one? Geysers.
Geysers?
No,
Like
no,
the
no,
ones
no,
in
no, no,
Yellowstone?
No, wait. No,
Visors?
visors. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, a little easier to wear than geysers, I think.
Yes, that's gonna burn my eyes out.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
gonna burn me out.
Sulfuric acid.
Okay, so let's get started. Now, remember what I said earlier about doing random scribbles?
So let's just do random scribbles just for the heck of it. Let's do a random
Right.
scribble. Just don't make it too dark, otherwise you can't erase.
No.
But do a random scribble and see what you see. And it's kind of like doing random scribbles is almost like looking at clouds, right? Everybody takes a different shape out of it. Everybody can see different things out of it. Or it's like looking at constellations or looking at the stars and say, oh, I see a umbrella constellation or a trash can constellation.
Are you guys? These
Right.
are random scribbles.
So-
I see something.
I only see scribbles.
I was like, that was fast. Like,
That
I
was-
see something.
That was easy.
I lost it.
Keep scribbling. Keep scribbling.
No, I'm not gonna scribble anymore. I'm just gonna sit here and just look.
Oh, no, keep scribbling.
I got this. Give me a
It
sec,
looks
guys.
like a rocket ship.
It's an atom.
It's an atom.
Charlie's apple, like you always say.
Yeah.
You're Charlie.
You keep
him and his Charlie's
you
apple.
keep making fun. As soon as I said that, I think you're gonna make fun of me about that for like the rest of my life. Or Charlie's apple. Anyways, it looks like a spaceship, right? So this is like the top of the spaceship, and then this is like the spores, and maybe your alien is sitting here. This might be the thrusters.
The alien sitting there? Here?
Yeah, the alien is sitting right here, and then see, this is like the front of the
it
ship.
kind of looks like a manta ray. You see that?
Where's
I
the tail?
I didn't draw it. I didn't want to draw it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back to my character. Talk. You can talk to the people, but don't talk to me.
I will talk with my people.
You have no people.
Sure I do.
Okay, I think I got it back now. Yeah, usually I just don't talk as much when I'm actually drawing, but Victor was like, "Oh, you should try to practice."
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, right? It's like a.
It's a challenge for me today, though. But so far, I'm enjoying.
I mean,
it.
this stream, we still haven't really decided where we're gonna take this stream. I mean, we've started like this is like the first episode of the first stream, right? And it's like it's already so random at this point. So I mean, we might take it a couple different directions. I mean, the talk show is definitely gonna stay. I mean, this is so much fun. I mean, I hope you guys are having fun as well, but this is just so much fun. Being able to speak your mind and just talk about just goofy things that otherwise nobody would listen to. And it's about art, so it kind of hits two birds with one stone, I guess.
It's not just talking.
Yeah, it's not just
Because we don't game.
Maybe 50%.
We suck
Yeah,
at games.
this is like those variety streams type of thing. Except instead of doing variety streams of different game, vlog, and I don't know, Q&As, we're doing art talk show, art demo, maybe some kind of art course, piano course. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, see, look, I'm morphing now.
Whoa, where'd those eyes come from? See, I told you the alien was there. There's the alien face. It's still within the bounds of the spaceship. See it?
No.
I said the alien face was gonna be here, looking this way.
You said here.
No, I said right here.
No,
And
I
this
thought
is
it was a small guy.
who said aliens? No, it's like
Like you have the whole body. They're sitting in that.
no, like the whole front visor screen is like the face. It's like
Oh,
it's like
okay.
02 in Darling in the Franxx at the very end. Spoiler alert.
Oh, so it's kind of like that other drawing that I did on Instagram.
Which one?
You want to search it up? It's a
I'll
recent
Google it.
drawing, and it was like a very, very kind of sci-fi stuff. And then that one just came out from a whole random scribbles too. So I'll let Victor find that.
Is it a new one?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's just
If it's new, it'll be at the
yeah,
top.
there,
Oh,
there, you just skipped it.
I see the
down,
02.
Down. Up.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look.
You want to change it to over?
Yeah, I'll switch the screen.
Switch the screen.
Happy, flip the screen.
I don't know how to flip the screen. I'm not happy.
Okay, Happy got to flip the screen. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so that's the one I was talking about. So yeah, so that came up with random scribbles. You can click on that arrow.
Oh yes,
Yeah, that one.
this arrow. Yeah, arrow. One more.
Oh, I think
One more.
the no, yeah, I didn't
No
put
more.
the process ones. Yeah, no more. One more, no
One more. One more. Oh, you should have gave this one Roman
No.
broom.
No.
Roman
See,
broom
Roman
brush.
broom is the new theme. We have to draw you with a Roman
broom brush.
The new
Yeah, but then you don't get to then you don't know that I'm bald anymore.
Yeah, you don't know if those Romans are bald or not.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Okay, back to the actual drawing.
Back to the actual
no
drawing.
aliens. No aliens.
No aliens. Alrighty.
No, she got the.
So you started this drawing a lot lower than mine, right? Compared to mine, your face is pretty much now in the middle of the page, right? If you take the other one back. Yeah, see, mine was on like the upper third of the page, where yours is a little bit more like towards the center, right?
To be honest with yours, I just didn't know where I was starting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but okay. So if you start with a face in the middle of the drawing, what does that make it? You're gonna have what are you planning? More room for the hair, maybe like a cape or like a hood or something, ornaments, or are you planning for just like a pose that's like more leaning forward type of deal, or I don't know. What are you trying to convey
I
with that?
don't plan anything. That's
Okay.
that's the thing. I don't like my way of
Well,
drawing.
I probably just gave you a few ideas there.
No, actually, I just forgot them all. Actually, but
Yeah, she doesn't take my credits. She's giving me credit for my ideas, and then she takes them up when I've forgotten about them. It's like, hey, look, I've got a new idea, and I'm like, I've seen this somewhere before.
no,
I've heard about
that's,
this.
that's not true. No, but like usually, the thing is like the moment when you set a plan, it's like it kind of constricts or restricts you. Sorry,
Constricts the word.
what does it mean?
Does the same thing.
Oh, okay. Aha! I got my.
But it's usually related to snakes though,
Why?
because it's a boa constrictor. Here, I'll
But-
Google it. Boa constrictor.
Okay, but anyways, like if I plan ahead, it restricts me from my freedom of imagination, and I think sometimes, like mostly when you have like no idea where the drawing is gonna go, like as you could see that I started with some random scribbles. It's basically based on observation, so you kind of see what you see, and then sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I see this and that, but it's all broken apart. So now just kind of like linking it up together again. But then it's like but that's the fun part, right? Because the artist sees what he wants to draw, but other people are just kind of looking. It's like, oh, there's this weird shape.
Yeah, but it's like when I talked about clouds earlier, right? Everybody sees
clouds,
different things
yeah.
in clouds, right?
Some
One
people
person
might
might see a
see-
dog.
yeah.
Some person might see the city of New York. I mean, oh here, some people might see this boa constrictor. This boa constrictor.
Thank God some-
Oh,
Don't start
spiders.
with it. No.
She has a thing where she doesn't like spiders.
I'm not,
I'm
gonna
not
look at
sure
the screen
why.
anymore, you know. Somebody's asking questions. I can't see it. Your flower lover or nature lover, please ask a question.
Otherwise,
so
I'm
you
gonna.
Yeah, or else he's gonna put that spider on the screen.
Here's a spider. Here's a spider. This is actually. I actually saw this on
Giant orb spider.
How did you know?
That's all you want to show.
Yeah.
No, I'm not looking
Yeah.
at the screen. Unless
Oh,
somebody asks questions. You know, I can feel the spiders.
You can
That's
feel.
Like,
You can.
it's like
I talk
can
about
feel,
spiders.
Like, I
You
can
feel the spider.
It's like I can feel that chill.
It means you want it.
No, I don't. They come to me. I don't want them to come.
Okay, here's the.
Ah!
There's giant orb spiders. And if you want to know how giant they are,
Phobia for spiders.
if you want to know how giant they are, then we can go giant orb spider Facebook.
You know what's the feeling right now? Oh, Nature Lover
And
said
this
something.
one.
The scribbles is really cool exercise. Yes, it is. Yes, it's fun. It's free. It's very like random and freestyle. So yeah, it's like there's no the thing I like about it is that there's no restrictions. Like you kind of go all out. So it's like it's a great way to kind of open up to your imagination, because it's kind of hard to open up your imagination to something that whether you're drawing a picture reference and trying to. So, like doing random lines, right? It's random lines. You can never go wrong with random lines because they're so random.
Yeah, was there one artist who said the first stroke in a painting is always perfect?
Mm-hmm.
It's every stroke after that ruins the painting.
It's like yes and no. It's like
Who said that? Whitaker? Was it Whitaker who said that?
Maybe.
Could have been Whitaker, yeah.
Yeah, like it depends, right? It's like the key is to not ruin it, and hopefully that if it goes the way you want it, mostly for those people who.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like you're just no transferring paper on a clean drawing paper and doing the finished work on.
Okay, yeah. Like you do, like what you do, you use a light table, don't you?
It depends on the drawing.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, it depends on the drawing.
Can't really light table in oil painting. That'd be kind of hard, eh?
Like a lot of the papers. It's funny though. Like sometimes depending on what paper you draw, it kind of makes you kind of more nervous, because when you think about like, oh, this is a really really high grade paper, and it's like you don't want to do any mistakes on it, and you're very careful, and then that kind of kills off the
inspiration. It's detrimental to the art in general.
Yeah,
but I mean that's with anything, right? I mean if you're gonna make sushi and then I mean the fish is just like blue lobster or whatever thing they have, and it's like a $50,000 fish. I mean you better not screw up, and it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when we're talking about paper, right? That's why a lot of the great works, it's like on really really.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day,
like the drawing is still very good, right? If you preserve it and you protect it.
That's what I was gonna get to, right? At the end of the day, people are here to see your art. It doesn't matter what kind of paper you used, right? I mean, the only difference between like a high grade paper and a regular paper is it's gonna be a lot easier to archive. Right, it's gonna last much longer with the paint or with the acid-free properties of it. But at the end of the day, there is no merit in archiving something that is no good, or is not as good as something else. Right? I mean, what would you rather archive? Something that's more archivable, just for the sake of archiving, but it's a worse drawing, or would you rather archive something that's a masterpiece but that was done on a lesser grade of paper? I would choose the lesser grade. Yeah, I would choose the masterpiece any day.
Yeah, because it's funny though. Like a lot of my previous drawings were done on copy print paper.
That's right.
Yeah, so they were a lot of flimsy, and they were like a lot of them were like they're a little bit hard to handle, because if you get like Bristol paper, it's very rigid because it's a lot thicker and heavier weighting.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just whatever we have available, right? If you're waiting in line at a grocery store and you just happen to have some kind of inspiration, right? Not everybody's going to have drawing paper, Bristol paper, or a sketchbook on hand, right? And sometimes just drawing that thing down, it might just be the best drawing you've ever done. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. The possibilities aren't zero.
I'm starting to look like a guy.
A very cute guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the nose.
No, it's not the nose. It's the hairstyle.
Alrighty.
I know.
Yeah, it's the hairstyle. Where are the braids? Drop a line here, drop another line there, make a little bow.
Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes it's just kind of like not just go and just keep making lines on the thing. You kind of have to take a break, look at your drawing, talk to the drawing. Think
And
about
sometimes the drawing talks back.
It'll send its thoughts, like
send
like
its
like
thoughts
like
to
in
you.
Darling the Franks, right? She doesn't talk directly. Her voice is in your head.
At the end of the show.
So like anytime when she never speaks.
Yes, she does. Who?
The other girl. No spoilers.
Other girl.
The other princess.
Oh, the princess. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to know more, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, watch Darling in the Franks if you haven't already. It's a
Mhm.
great show. It's actually one of the lesser political mecha shows. I find
Mhm.
most mecha shows are a little too political for my tastes.
Like was Cross Ange.
Yeah, Cross Ange was political.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It runs with the mecha stuff. So
But Cross Ange was fun because you had flying lizards everywhere. So that kind of
dragons.
flying lizards everywhere.
Dragons.
Flying lizards everywhere. So
Flying fogies.
flying fogies everywhere. Well, I mean, so that was kind of interesting, but
Yeah,
some of the
it
other
was
ones were fun.
like usually you would think like something futuristic and something that's
Medieval.
yeah, medieval, and then if you don't do it right, it's not gonna like mix good. But actually, it did mix pretty well.
Yeah, because you did it
Edge.
right.
Yeah,
You just said it. If they don't do it right, it doesn't mix well. Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. They did it right.
yeah. Well,
they
for some people, like some people disagree with that. So then again,
Well,
it's
I mean, you
another
can't please everybody.
another subjective stuff. So it's like another preference, personal preference. Okay, where was I?
So how do you know what proportion your top of your head is going to be to the bottom of your head? You just know?
I just know.
Okay, but for people just starting out, what would be a good... Would it
Drummer
be
heads.
drummer heads, okay. But something more along the lines of tips they could follow. What would it be?
Well, just kind of like make sure that the eyes are aligned, right? Make sure the nose is in the middle if the person's face is facing towards
But
you.
like, would you draw one of those? What do they call it? The masks. Can you do a little demo thing at the bottom of the page? Those masks that people draw.
Mask.
Yeah, like the oval, and then they put like a cross where the eyes and the nose would be
Oh,
across
okay.
the shape. Like you don't do that. Like I haven't seen you do that tonight.
No, it's like, well, just because I'm used to it because I did it so many times, I kind of get the idea. But at first, yes, it's a great idea to.
But it's helpful still, right?
Yes. Yellow, blue is fine. Doesn't matter. We're gonna have blue fingers. Blue fingers. Okay. So what Victor was saying is that I'm trying to hold this paper while I'm drawing. Okay. So you got. This is what he was talking about. So you got
Egg.
the oval. Now the crisscross, or sorry, not crisscross. Got the vertical line, so that's the
Center axis of the head.
yes, and you have horizontal line, so that's most likely like kind of see if the person's going to be looking up, or down, or
Mhm.
directly facing you.
Yeah,
so this
that can be
one,
varied, right? Because if you guys like
Yeah.
do one that's of a person looking up. If you have a person looking up, your vertical line remains the same. If they're looking straight at you, but they're looking up.
remember
but your
when you-
horizontal
but
line
like
is going to
when
be
you're
curved,
looking
is it not?
up, most definitely that the oval's probably not gonna look
Well,
like an
yeah,
oval
But I
anymore.
mean,
But
the oval
this,
notwithstanding,
this line, like the center line's gonna be still the same because he's still facing you.
right?
He's looking
Pro-
upwards.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like
Right.
Then the people looking up.
So there's a perspective for eyes and everything else.
Yeah, and if the person's looking down, then it's just another egg. It's Easter again. Hey.
Looks like eggs or potatoes. I think they're prettier than potatoes. Potatoes are quite ugly.
Some
Yeah, some potatoes can get quite ugly.
one that's looking down. So that's like an easy way to kind of see like where you want. The reason why we use this actual because at first sometimes it's kind of hard to imagine. Like even I use it if it's like a really difficult position or a pose. Like here it's not bad because at least I can kind of like see where the actual is. But like if it's like something that's really really difficult, like if it was like fun, then maybe I would actually use that to know like the proportion placement is a lot better though.
Mhm. Try one that's more of a 3/4 view, kind of like what you're doing now with
Looking upwards.
No, the one that you're doing now on the paper underneath is more like a
okay.
3/4 view, right? So what would you do? What would be the axis for a 3/4 view?
Yeah, see guys, this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to hold my mic while holding that piece of paper. Just I'm gonna get a tape.
Oh, not on the page.
That's okay.
If the artist says it's okay, nobody else has to worry. It's gonna be Daijobu. It's gonna be all right.
Daijobu dakara. Jobu.
For those of you who don't know, it means that's all right in Japanese. You see it in anime all the time. Too often, I would say.
So something like that. What we're looking at. So, the face. So this is remember that vertical axis. So this is gonna be seeing where if the characters
3/4 view, which means
no, not 3/4 view, but if the head's tilted left
sorry.
or right.
No,
Right?
okay,
So
sorry.
we're gonna have this.
I jumped the gun.
Yes, you did. Don't jump the gun again. Okay, so this is gonna kind of show where the head
It's tilting.
is tilting. It'd be funny if the face is moving. And then here now we can see if the person is tilted face and looking upwards or downwards. So he's kind of like looking straight forward and upwards just because of the looking.
Yeah.
So
Then you can always vary that, right? And that'll change the overall spin, right? Because it's a 3D figure. It's a 3D figure on 2D paper, basically.
Yeah. So that's why this line wasn't just straight. It's
Right.
head, so.
Follows the shape of the head.
Yeah. I get taped off a little bit of the.
Nice little reference. People need to see it later on. No, that's fine.
So back to me character.
Me
character. Yes. Me. You know, just.
What's me time?
It's just. It's just something for yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just.
Like you just post something like it depends. Like people do different memes. Some people.
It's
do
like comfort
selfies.
food basically, but
Yeah.
of yourself.
For pictures that you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you take a favorite.
You killed my favorite plant, so
That wasn't
nothing
your
much I
favorite.
can do about
That wasn't your favorite plant.
Yes, it was. It was my
No, it
only
wasn't.
plant.
That wasn't your only plant.
Oh, sure it was. At that time, it was.
You killed your own bamboo. Sorry, that's me.
No, that's not how my memory goes.
No.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Where's the mouth? Let's take a look.
Where's the mouth?
Where's the mouth?
Oh, the mouth. I said mouse. Mouse.
That was fun. Well, the fuzz, but also remember that time we went to the restaurant?
Yeah.
And one of our friends was like, yeah, what did you say? You brought those little fuzz balls that you made, right?
Yes, yes.
And you put them on the table.
And we were just playing with it.
Yeah, and then he came and he started to say, mouse, mouse, mouse. And the waiter comes and he's like
freaking out.
He's freaking out. He's like, where is his mouse?
Oh, so funny.
Oh my god, that was bad.
We will introduce you to those fuzzballs another day. Have to go find them still.
That's a tale for another day.
Yes. The never-ending story. I actually never finished that.
I have to rewatch that Never-Ending Story. That's a nice classic.
You know, it's been funny. Like when we were talking, I was just been redoing the hair. Okay, just wait. Let me see.
See, the same thing that happens when you eat and watch television at the same time.
Yeah.
Sometimes your cup's empty, but you're still scooping into your ice cream cup. Your Ben and Jerry's empty, but you're still putting your spoon into that cup and trying to get Ben and Jerry ice cream.
And you're wondering
but
why.
You know it's empty.
Yeah, but and then you wonder why it tastes like spoon.
Why it tastes like spoon?
Yeah. Why does this Ben and Jerry taste like spoon?
Why does this Ben and Jerry taste like spoon? I think most people would say, why does this Ben and Jerry taste like cardboard, or why does this Ben and Jerry taste like plastic?
Well, you're sticking the spoon in your mouth.
Yeah, but I mean,
right?
most people wouldn't think that. Why does this Ben and Jerry taste like spoon? I have to remember that for next time.
Yeah, when you see somebody like, does your Ben and Jerry taste like spoon?
Yeah, when I see somebody do that next time when they're watching a show and they're
does
finished
your Ben and Jerry taste like spoon?
Hey, buddy, Ben and Jerry taste like spoon? and they'd be like, what? What?
Oh, that's hilarious. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? That's funny.
No, you can add another thing. Does it taste like plastic spoon?
No, but that takes away from the humor because you want to make it short, right? Does Ben and Jerry taste like spoon? What?
No, but you can bug them about it later. Does it taste like plastic spoon or metal spoon?
Yeah. If he's still around, if he's still sticking around
Yeah.
for you to keep
Tastes like
bugging him.
chopstick.
It tastes like chopsticks.
See, so I'm doing a little bit of the braid now. What? No, I'm doing it. See, it's absurd.
So you saw a braid in some of the lines you drew earlier.
Yeah.
So the position was like just right type of deal of where the braid would be typically on a person's head or with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
The water.
Hot water?
Yeah, it's called water. Something's in your eye. It's called water.
Eyes are watery. Oh my god. Oh my so much. I think this is some kind of crease.
Okay. Let's get back to the drawing before this gets too much off topic.
Okay. Now, back to the braid. That happens a lot, so.
That's also the fun part of drawing. I mean, especially like a live stream. I mean, this has been more fun than I've ever imagined it to be. This is the first stream. Imagine the hundredth. That's more like a, I'm not really happy today kind of smile. Or, I'm not satisfied smile. Oh, that's better.
Jeez, wait for it! Wait for it!
Well, yeah, it's that thing again. I'm not done drawing yet.
Look at its face. Look at my face. At the actual face.
I'm looking.
No, you're licking.
I'm waiting.
Now there's that smile.
Okay, now you just have to make it twice as long on both sides, and then we'll have Joker.
Ready, guys? Ready?
Oh my god! This is awesome.
That was scary, you know? See the glory of
Oh, that's
I'm
glorious.
trying.
That's glorious.
No, I'm
keep it.
No, I'm getting nightmares. Because one day I'm afraid that I'll wake up and I'll look in the mirror and I'm going to start looking like that, you know? Now that's what we do in pencil, so you can still erase it and print it in your mind. My hairstyle. What happened to my hair? All over the place. You know what I just thought about? A hair.
What? I didn't understand what you just said.
A hair in my soup.
Hair in your soup?
Yeah.
Okay.
And people freak out.
Okay.
And then the hair, like as in rabbit hair.
What, you want to make the soup or something? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I
kind of.
because I kind of see a teacup here, or a cup of some sort. See?
That's
it's like
scary.
It's like, see?
Imagine
this
you
cup.
hold the cup and we left the Joker spot.
Oh, we should just do that. We should just do that.
Okay.
Just do it. It'll be like this one scary drawing that you'll never come back to. Because you'll be like, okay, now we just got like a.
Personality that I have.
No, we just got like
joking.
person with like the Joker's smile, and then, but it's just a head in like a container of soup.
See, this is what you get when you
Oh my
just do
God.
like random.
That is like
random
so not
lines.
your style.
Ready? Can
Okay.
you do the smile?
Let's do this. Yeah, let's start with a smile, friends.
On the Joker.
Smile going beyond the Joker. That wouldn't be too bad, actually. Too bad he
Line
died.
across.
Too bad he died. I loved that actor.
Oh, the original one?
No, the one in Christopher Nolan, the Joker. The actor who did the Joker. He was really, really good.
Ready? It's Halloween
It's not,
again.
but it's not one line, right? It's like a color strip of Joker, or of red, of lips, right? It's not just one line. I think you gotta color it in because now it just looks like I don't know what it looks like now.
Teeth.
I don't know. Yeah, well, it just looks like a giant grimace, which it kind of is, but what Joker does, but not really. No, Joker doesn't smile, right? It's just paint and cuts on the side of his scars on the side of his face, right? So yours shouldn't have a smile; it should just have like neutral reaction, like a line for the mouth, but that have the smile on the on the side. Would be more Joker-like in
It's
this.
not the Joker, so.
Yeah, okay, fair.
It's not the Joker. So
Fair.
not gonna follow the Joker.
No,
Okay.
no,
Dude, you're dying down there.
no, because it's too obvious. That almost looks like a mustache gone wrong, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like mustache, but at the same time, it doesn't look like mouth either.
Looks like a mouse.
No, it doesn't look like a mouth. Maybe you have to maybe it's just one of those visual things that you just have to color in to get the effect. Otherwise, it just doesn't look right. You should post this on Instagram.
What?
Post it on Instagram.
First live stream here. Joker.
Yeah.
And a cup of tea.
Joker in a cup of tea.
That's the drawing's name.
How do you prefer your tea? Black or white?
That's reality. I like black tea.
And then Joker says, "I prefer it with a smile."
That's scream.
No, we don't want too much braid because then it doesn't sit. Then it doesn't sit well in the cup now, does it? Well, I guess it could be floating in the water. I guess.
This I was supposed to say dirty mouth water. That didn't sound quite right. I forgot what I was So let's head back to head in teacup. Halloween's back again. Hey, the year one.
Halloween came early this year.
This braid's starting to look.
Some of them look like fish scales. What do braids look like? I don't look at myself in the mirror enough.
I don't. Okay. Braids. Hope this is not me. It's like.
It could be. Could be a split personality. Who knows?
Yeah.
This is Victoria when she gets angry. So if she gets angry at you and you see this face, no, sorry. If she gets angry at you, then you know what face to expect from her.
Scary face.
Scary face.
Okay. You know, I was just about to give this character like those classical duck.
Oh. No. Oh, I mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you see
instead of
it?
a cup, you could do that. Well, then it just make her look more like a clown than anything else, right? Right?
Yeah, I guess.
So, I mean, you could do that, or you could just keep it in the cup. It's up to you. I mean, it depends on how scary you want this to be. I mean, if you make it into a one of those frilly things around the neck and make it into a clown, at least it's gonna be
Okay.
bearable to look at, I guess, for you.
No.
I mean, for other people, maybe they don't mind, but for you, it'd be bearable to look at. You'd be like, okay, this is a new Harlequin character or something. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna best of both worlds.
A frill in a
And
cup.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, let's have this gonna work.
okay. Sure. A frill in a cup. I don't understand. I can't. I can't visualize that.
Guys, this is the fun. Whoop. Fun part.
Yeah, of course. You're just drawing eights. Of course, it's fun.
No, it's not 8.
Sure it is. What's that?
Yep. The buzzer.
The buzzer.
The buzzer. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Did you hear yesterday? Somebody, apparently somebody buzzed every single residence in our apartment.
Really?
Yeah. Like they went one by one, every single room. They went buzz, 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 buzz.
The person must be drunk.
No, and then a lot of the neighbors ran. I was like, who the hell is that? And the lady across from us ran out, and then they said, oh, did somebody order food? So apparently the person who ordered food wasn't picking up from their room, so the person just buzzed everybody.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Quite late.
About 9 o'clock or so. So I was pretty certain it was pizza.
Theirs are good.
We actually don't have a donair place by our.
Do we not?
I don't think so.
Oh, we see the frill.
Okay, so the frill is kind of being folded onto the person's face because there's no longer a neck or a body or a shoulder to support it, right? Kind of floating on. Well, that's what I see.
No.
I'm just saying what I see at this point. So it's floating and it's kind of folding onto the face. So maybe because the head is heavy and it's kind of sinking into the water type of thing, right? Maybe. I don't know. That's just first impression.
That's just you.
Yeah, first impression.
Random scribble, guys. Random scribble. Be free. Ooh.
I'll learn my lesson one of these days, won't I, nature lover?
Yep. It's not. Good job. See, she's got it. She's got it.
You're on Victoria's team. Hooray.
Yeah! Okay. Sound like frail.
Frail. I'm not one for tongue twisters, so. Fritz. I think you should better stop before it sounds like a swear.
Oh,
It can happen.
Yeah, I guess.
But sometimes, I mean, these first impression, it doesn't matter if it's a comment or a talk show or something. I mean, they do that all the time with like new animes. So they'll like somebody will watch the first episode of an anime for the first time, and then they'll just do their honest commentary, and it's quite interesting. Sometimes it's hilarious. Other times it's quite condescending, but depends on the person, I guess. Okay, now we got our cup. Or
You know what I'm imagining right now? Mary
Toilet
Poppins.
seat.
No.
look, toilet seat.
That's disturbing. Why would I come up from a toilet? You're watching that. What was that movie? That was like really scary. Deep Sea. Remember that one?
Deep Sea? Which movie is that?
Yeah, the one with the sea monster that was on the cruise. And
Oh,
it
that
ate
one.
Everybody.
Yeah. What
and
was that one called?
Deep Blue or something.
mm,
Something deep. I
Deep
remember.
something.
Yeah. Deep Sea, I think so. Don't
let
search it up.
me Google it.
Don't go.
Deep.
Okay, I guess it's not as bad.
If anybody knows what that movie's is, right? If anybody knows what movie's called, give me a hand here. Let me see. Deep something. Deep.
I was like trying to pinpoint to see. Running out of space on the paper.
That's what I said. Just do a toilet seat.
No, not kind of does.
See?
No, but toilet seats aren't like this. They aren't like cups. Round bathtub.
Round bathtub. Okay.
Like those classical ceramic one that's like outside, like a room. Not a bath person, more of a shower. Hey, now you got your. Up looking.
Oh, you put the... Yeah, it's actually smart because if you put the hand on the back side, nobody will be able to see it, right?
No.
But now, because you have it actually in a cup, it looks like the head is super small because most people
Doesn't
expect
it
a
look
cup.
like a piece of cookie or biscotti? It's like remember
a
when
piece of a person's head as a piece of biscotti. That's
no,
that's a strange fetish.
Not really though, because remember they put like haiku characters in chibis and sushis.
Yeah, but that's different. They don't have a Joker smile on their faces.
They can. They just didn't
Okay.
put it.
No, I was just saying that cup because you actually drew a cup. Now it actually looks like the head is like tiny because most people would think the cup is pretty small, right? How big can a cup get unless you put a person's hand or something holding the cup just for like size comparison. But then you have the problem of, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, never mind then.
Somebody's been left out.
That's okay. Well, as long as you make it look like there's water around it, right? Now the debate is this gonna be like blood water or just like coffee? Because if you make it blood water, it's gonna be like okay.
It's red tea.
Yeah, it's gonna be like red tea or like
Red
cranberry juice or
You know
I don't know, some
Talking
kind of
about
red
tea.
punch. I don't know. What is that? Water spilling out? Oh, tea bag. Okay. Interesting. If you make a like dark brown and coffee, some people might never drink coffee ever again.
But it can't be coffee though because it's a tea bag, so people won't drink tea ever again. I love tea.
Okay.
Who's a tea person? Who's a coffee person?
Oh yeah. Here's a question for the night. Who's a coffee person? Who's a tea person? From everybody who's watching. Comment below.
I need T for me.
Okay. Victoria says T, so I'm gonna write T for Victoria. T
The oolong
for
tea.
Victoria. Nature Lover says T.
Yeah.
we got 2 T's.
Yeah, we're on the same team. Woo!
We're on the same T. I mean, I kind of like both. I mean, I don't really have a preference, tea or coffee. I'll drink both, but both black.
That tea's always black for me.
Yeah. See, I won't drink coffee black. I mean,
I don't.
I've always found that it's like, I want to taste the coffee, not cream and sugar. If I wanted to drink chocolate milk, I'd order chocolate milk or hot chocolate. I want to taste the coffee.
French vanilla.
I don't like French vanilla. Too much sugar. Too sweet.
Just milk and sugar.
I've never been a big fan of vanilla in general.
Okay, another question of the night. Are you a chocolate or vanilla fan?
I'm more chocolate than vanilla.
Vanilla.
You like vanilla?
Yeah, vanilla.
I did not know that. I'm just kidding. Of course I know that.
Shame on you.
Oh, vanilla fan. Okay.
Yay! Uh-huh.
So, Rice Krispie Square. Not puffed wheat.
Rice Krispie.
I like puffed wheat.
A nature lover says.
Drum roll, please.
Very slow drum roll.
Oh, have you seen Wintergotten's new drum roll?
No.
Oh my god, it's so hilarious. There's this one video where he where this one of his somebody who's working on the marble machine with him. And then so he works on the parts. So he made a video, and when they're unveiling this thing, he says, "Drum roll, please." And Martin from Wintergotten, he does his own crazy drum roll thing with the machines. You have to watch it. Oh my god, it's hilarious. I'll actually put the video here.
Everybody can watch it?
Yeah, I'll put a link to the video.
Just adjusting my... Cup is coming out very nicely. And toilet seat.
Okay.
I repeat, it's not a toilet.
I'll repeat.
It's not a toilet. But the water. Oh, sorry, not the water. I scribbled because I want to, not because I have to.
So how do you make it look like water in that case? Water water really is.
You should do like Bob Ross.
Mhm. Well, water really is just a collection of reflections, right? So dark
yes,
and light
yes.
spots.
But
It's like drawing glass or metal.
The tricky part is to where you put that reflection.
Yeah, because it's not as forgiving as something
Mhm.
like I don't know, like a cup or a face or something like that.
Like, doesn't matter whatever you're drawing, whether it's like a glass cup or a porcelain cup or like a stainless steel, or like any kind of steel, right? They all have their certain pattern that recreate and then makes that texture. Our mind automatically register that as glass or steel or porcelain, right? I look at it, I was like, okay, that looks like glass, right? But it's just because our brain is registering that as a certain pattern that's telling us that it's that texture. So that's all it is.
Right, because people don't draw glass. People don't draw metal.
No.
They draw just black and white squares at this point, right? I mean, if you look at any cup that you have handy or any piece of metal, you'll see that it's just a collection of grays and lighter grays and darker grays and highlights of something that's closer to white, and then nothing really truly black or anything really truly white for that matter, right? And maybe if you look very carefully, you'll see your own reflection in it. I feel like a ripple or something, I don't know.
No. Reflection of this.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably just fix it later.
Yeah, you might have to kind of think about that a little bit more. You can't make it too clear because otherwise it.
Yeah, because he just came out from this puddle of tea.
Puddle of mud. Puddle of mud.
Hair part of the. I remember somebody dyeing people's hair with coffee.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah, that sounds fine.
Dyeing people's hair with beets.
Yeah, okay, good luck washing that off.
Well, it depends on what kind of hair. You probably have to bleach it first before you get that color.
Yeah, but I mean, beet juice is one of the hardest things to wash off of anything. It doesn't matter if it's hair, or clothing,
they use it
or
as a natural dye. In
yeah. I mean, you've been using it for I don't know centuries. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. That hair now looks a little bit flat now, eh? It's like you started with the hair, you started with the head, and then it's like, oh, we thought about all this other crazy stuff, and then we moved on, and then we kind of left the hair alone. It's like, and the hair's been neglected.
Back to it.
Back to it now. Oh, you're gonna give her a bow. Pin. Chopsticks.
Ornaments.
Christmas ornaments?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought we were celebrating again.
No. We're even too lazy to light up our. Too far away. The plug was too far away.
Yeah, the plug. Yeah, the excuse. Plug was too far away.
Couldn't reach it.
Sorry.
Arm too short.
Arm too short.
Arm too short.
Okay. Show people how dirty your hand is at the bottom. Why, thank you.
I'm just kidding. more delicate one.
That makes me feel wonderful.
I know, doesn't it?
I really
I'm
appreciate
such
the
a
words.
nice person, aren't I?
It makes me feel wonderful.
Special. You have a special one. I'm talking about special one. There's a new Lego movie, so that's
Lego movie, yeah. The first I held off from watching the first Lego movie for a very long time. And when I finally watched it, I'm like, that's actually not too bad. Lego finally made a movie after all these years.
Mhm.
Like they made, I don't know what they made, like Batman movies and a whole bunch of other movies before they actually made like a Lego movie just about Lego. And it's like,
You mean a Lego Batman movie?
yeah, but didn't they make that like before? They had like, well, they had Bionicle movies before, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I think remember they had like other types of movies before. And then finally, after all these years, they come up with a Lego movie, and it was like, really? You just thought of this now?
And it was a success, right?
Well,
So, like,
yeah, undoubtedly it was good, but I mean, it's like it took you that long to figure out.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
we're
like
waiting for?
Yeah, it's like it took you that long to figure out. Maybe we should just make a movie of just about our regular Legos and
Not themed on
not
anything.
themed on anything else. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, because the reason why they made Lego Batman, Lego Lord of the Rings, or like stuff is just because it was already a
Well,
big.
Yeah,
Like, very popular.
that and they tied it into the video game when they released it, right? So there's that too.
Oh yeah, right, right. Okay, so we got the teacup.
Hmm?
Well,
Or shading. That reminds me, we should write something on the teacup. Something that'll just that and the teacup and the tea bag. I don't know what we're gonna write. Nobody sees what you're drawing right now, so it'll be a surprise what you write on there.
oh, sorry. I thought people
No, it
were
was deliberate.
seeing-
It was deliberate.
Oh, okay. I thought people knew what I was.
Yeah, exactly like Toy Story. No, Lego movie. It took so
okay.
long for them to. Oh my god.
Oh, really? It took really long for Toy Story to come out?
Well, Toy Story 2.
Oh, right. After many years.
Yeah.
Not enough money.
I don't think that's the problem.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't know what you're writing on that tea bag. I don't even know what you're writing on that tea bag.
Oh. The other side of
Light
the
does
moon.
not bend,
No,
unfortunately.
I
I would not be able to imagine if light did
Yeah.
not travel straight in this world.
I don't know what we would be seeing.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. We'd have privacy issues for sure. Yeah, among other things. If light, yeah, I can't even begin to imagine what.
Could you imagine if light then, and you're trying to get the light out of the room while you're sleeping in the night, and you just light just goes in.
Oh my
no
god.
matter what
Oh
you
my god.
do. That'd be so funny.
Or even worse, being able to change the trajectory of light at will. It'd be like, oh my god.
Oh, wait, what?
Be able to change the trajectory of light at will. Kind of like those magic shows or some of the magic animes. They say like some weird code like TTSRPP A or something like that,
Okay.
and then it's some kind of a spell, and it makes the trajectory of the magic spell like go down 90 degrees or go up 90. Okay.
He lost me there.
I lost you there. Oh
Does
well.
anybody else know what he's talking about or
No,
blabbing
probably
about?
not. Probably not. Unless you've watched Index, probably
blah,
not.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we see a T and a B. What's a TB?
Oh, it's been revealed. Ha, ta-da.
What's TB? Or is that a T8?
No, TB. T? Blood.
T blood.
That just came up.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, just very random, guys. So it's
Okay,
like-
yeah, I don't think that makes sense, but okay. If you say it does, I
No,
guess.
it stands for teddy bear.
I'm not sure that helps.
No.
I'm not sure that helps.
No, TV sounds to be or not to be.
To be or not to
See,
be?
it's Shakespeare the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's Shakespeare. Hey, there we go. It's
Right?
Shakespeare.
To be or not.
Well, then just add an O. Add an O beside the T and just then it says to be. On the right? Here.
Huh? Mouse.
Here, write an O here. To and then B.
Mhm.
And this is Shakespeare. Oh, that's good. That's
Mhm.
actually right in the correct age or
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
stylistically of
yeah.
Shakespeare. That is awesome.
So what was it? To be
Yeah,
and
yeah. Just the B. Just keep it as letter B, right? But
Uh-huh.
just write an O here.
it's a new brand of tea. Hey.
It's a new brand of tea. Interesting. Yeah, maybe.
It's gonna be RT.
It's called To Be.
See,
Tea.
like this is the fun thing when you start creating stuff. Like I've probably created a lot of like I don't know from bands and stuff, and they just came up from like the most random stuff while you're just like doodling, just creating new art. How my original characters came up. My original characters came up. We'll leave it to another story. but yes, but somebody has to remind me about that. See, like it went from me to the Joker to a head in the cup to a head in the toilet, but we returned it back to a cup with a frilly thing. What do you call that?
Which I don't know what it's called actually. There's a name for it. I'm not sure what exactly it's
I just
called.
called it an accordion thing.
No, it's not an accordion thing. It's just
Yeah.
something they used back in Shakespeare's time, right?
Right, and then
Oh, there we go. There we go. This is Zhuangzi, which is Hamlet. Means Hamlet.
Okay.
Yeah, so like in the story Hamlet, or a lot of the Shakespeare's plays, right?
Okay.
So this is Borzolino. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
谢谢. Yeah, so yeah, like in Hamlet, basically,
Okay.
they had that stuff. So not sure if even in Bach's time they had that. Shakespeare was earlier, right? So I don't think they had.
Shakespeare's the same time as Rembrandt. They were friends.
Yeah, but that was earlier than Bach. Bach was 1600s.
Yeah, they are they're six.
Centuries is
Is
seven. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nature Lover.
15 to 16.
Yeah, tea bag. Maybe let's add a little bit of a shadow on the back of the tea bag there, so it looks
The tea bag on the.
yeah, so it doesn't look like it's just floating there, right? It's actually on the side of the cup here. There's my mouse. Yeah, it's a little bit of shadow there. Yeah, for the string too. That's better.
Like a rope.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, who knows?
Could you imagine this head being the tea bag? It could be a new kind of tea bag, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
That looks like.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, see things that come up when you're.
Oh, here.
doing
Hey,
random lines.
don't shade it in. Don't shade it in.
Okay.
And then can you write on the side? Try to write Hamlet. No, try to write Hamlet.
But why Hamlet?
Just do it. Just try to write
Why
Hamlet.
not Romeo and Juliet.
No. Just write Hamlet. It's shorter. Try to write Hamlet and try to make it so
Okay,
it's curved.
Let's
Hamlet. No, just Let. Hamlet.
Okay. Hamlet.
Yeah.
Hamlet. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, just try to write Hamlet and then see. We'll see how we do it in following the shape of a cup. So we're writing here, but we're not writing on a flat surface. This is going to be on a cup. So perspective comes into play again.
You get used to it when you actually get the idea of form and shape. And another easy way to do this is actually writing Hamlet and then that paper and actually right.
Mm-hmm.
People are seeing it.
Yeah.
Collaborate and actually I'm trying to bend it with one hand and kind of like just trying to bend it. You don't see it. but yeah, you get the idea, right? So then you can actually just take a picture, snapshot of it, and then you get that reference, and you kind of try to imitate that and copy that. Or another way is to actually draw a band that follows shape, and then just it's like
Yeah, can
like
you do can we do an example just to show people?
Okay.
So you draw a band following that. So it's basically be like a strip, like almost like a sticker on the side of the cup.
So that
Right.
way it's easier for you guys or anybody that wants to draw logos or names or labels on not on a flat surface but curved or whatever surface it is on, right?
Yeah, it'll be behind the teacup.
Mhm.
Or not the teacup, my bad, the tea bag label. Yeah, the tag, basically. And yeah, you see here, you want to make sure that the T will follow because it's going to be on the top of that curve. You want to make sure that the T here is going to follow.
But this
the
one you
curve
keep
of
it
the cup.
straight because this one is more facing to you, so it has
Yeah,
less dynamic.
so this is
and curve,
exactly,
right?
and it's shorter as well, right? It's a little bit shorter than a T. Well,
no, not
to a certain
really,
extent, I
no.
guess.
But like here is like a lot more straighter than here.
Right, but I mean, perspective of the viewer, you're looking at this straight, which means you're going to be looking. The letter that's going to be more straight towards the viewer is going to be L and E, and T to a certain extent, of course. And you can always do a little bit more. I think your T may be a little bit long here, right, on the bottom end, or not really.
No, I think this is just camera.
Oh, okay. Could just okay. Okay.
Okay, and oops. Okay, and then after that, you can always erase the one.
Yeah.
Technically not there, unless if the logo actually does have that
are you
outer,
missing? Oh.
that outer.
Yeah. Yeah, Initial Lever says, I like the freestyle nature of the drawing. Thank you very much. Well,
Thank you.
Victoria says,
Thank you for
suggestion.
Yes.
This was very good. And thank you, Borzolino, for the suggestion as well. Hamlet. There's our Hamlet cup.
Yes, and our Shakespeare head.
And our Shakespeare head. There we go.
Oh, so I'm just gonna
I actually would have liked the toilet seat better, but
no,
maybe another day. Maybe another day. No toilet seat. Oh, okay.
No toilet seat. Yep. Put your head in the toilet seat. Adding a little bit more of nature.
And Borzolino says Hamlet is a very honored gentleman, I think that translates to. I apologize, my Chinese is not great, so I apologize if that's the wrong translation. Yeah.
Yep, that's our
庄子很荣幸先生. I think I got that right. 庄子很荣幸. 荣幸 is honored. 先生 is Mr. or Sir in this case. So I think what you mean is that Hamlet was a very honored gentleman, if I got that correctly.
Yeah.
Sorry if I didn't. Let me. I can speak Chinese. Okay, it's correct. Okay, 谢谢. Yeah, I can speak Chinese very well, but I can't read it very well, or write it for that matter.
Yeah.
So.
But thank you.
Do
thank
apologize.
You
Thanks for the input, though.
Yes. Lovely comments.
You want to add a saucer? Or too much? saucer underneath the cup. Might be too much because your page is running out, so people might not actually see it as a saucer unless you told them it was a saucer. Yeah, I mean you'd miss too much of the sauce. No, just keep it as is. Just keep it as is. Well, now it's probably just. I mean, the cup is mostly done for this
yeah,
point
so I
as
was
a
thinking
sketch.
adding something here.
Yeah, maybe maybe more. You want to probably do some shading into the face at this point, right? But I mean, this is.
It's a sketch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
So you can always add that in later on.
For those one day.
Okay, we might.
That's probably one of the hardest challenge for me. It's like
Color scheme. Color scheme is
Yeah.
easy.
I'm really like, to be honest, like
Color scheme is easy. White. All this is white.
white's not a color. It's neutral. But yeah, like color scheme has been like one of the most challenging things for me, despite like how much like colors I've been and like how many coloring and drawing. Like kind of get the right color that kind of works with the drawing and also how it gives out the right atmosphere. So it's fun to play with. Like it's funny, like I admire a lot of the other people who have like really, really amazing color schemes. I admire a lot, and I kind of like try to learn from them, but like in the end it's like it's I guess it's just trial and error, right? So like another good way is to kind of do printouts and just do tests, studies, and then just work. Well, that's a good way so you don't actually. But yeah, just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, that's something that's a little bit harder with traditional drawing as compared to something like digital drawing, where you can always press Control Z and then hey, you're back to square one.
No, just delete that
Well,
previous
yeah,
layer.
exactly.
Just
But with
get the new
traditional, it's kind of harder to do because if you don't do it all the way, you're not getting a full feel of what it's going to look like in the end. But if you do it all the way and it's not what you want, it's much harder to erase at that point.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's of course some pros and cons to digital versus traditional, right? You don't do much digital now, do you? You do mostly traditional,
No.
right?
Yeah, it's like I did some like I think you can.
Of
And then-
digital,
Yeah.
it's not your strong point.
No. Well, just because I didn't practice. If I practice, I'm sure that it would be nice.
Oh,
But
yeah, I'm
at the
sure
end
to
of the
that,
day,
yeah.
you only have so much time during the day. So.
And Borzolino here says that they think your drawing technique is very precise.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you, Bertha. Fat, as you were saying. Look as fat as you were saying.
Doesn't look as fat as you were saying.
Uh,
Yeah, I can't really read Chinese either, nature lover. So we're kind of in the same boat here.
Same here. We're all in the same boat. Let's row this boat together.
I can understand a little bit, but I have to use Google Translate to translate this, and then I
Mhm.
kind of work out the
pronunciation, yeah.
pronunciation, which kind of brings me to the meaning afterwards. So,
Or I should usually let Google just say it.
hey, translation technology.
Yeah, but like sometimes like
Blessed be the technology.
Like Google has like higher like better translations between certain languages, like a lot better job with that. Better than Chinese or like Japanese too.
I wouldn't agree with you there 100%. I mean, I've seen some English French translations that are pretty bad. Yep.
English and French.
Yeah, English to French or French to English that are pretty bad.
Google was tired that day.
Hey, Google was tired that day.
What? I get sentimental feelings to anything.
Google will love you as a PR person.
Why?
Why did Google crash today? I'm sorry, sir. Google was tired today. They'd hire you on the instant as a PR person. It'd be great.
They're like, Google doesn't have any feelings. It's a machine. It doesn't get tired. No, but still, even rocks have feelings.
Cricket, 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 cricket.
Aw. Leave it out. Give it more volume. See, hair volume. Yeah, that's the kind of shampoo you want.
I think I'll just stick with my shampoo at this point.
Yeah, you and your Tune one. Oh
Uh,
wait, I don't think she used that anymore.
Oh, I still do, yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Head and Shoulders for men. Head and Shoulders for men, everybody.
Greasy for me. My hair gets really greasy, so I just use shampoo. Remember that one time when we went to that this anime convention and I was waiting in line and the person saw that my hair was really long, right? And then I was waiting, he was waiting, and then he was like, "Oh, you must use a lot of conditioner." I don't use conditioner.
Really?
He probably meant shampoo. He just like did not say anything anymore, and he's like, he turned away. He must have meant shampoo, not conditioner.
That is hilarious.
Not conditioner. So it's like, but it's true. I didn't lie. I don't use conditioner because conditioner just makes my hair more greasy, and that means I have to wash my hair almost daily. Recommended, because my scalp's gonna be so dry.
Yeah.
So no, but the guy like freaked out because he thought I just did not wash my hair ever.
Yeah, no, that's not the case. It's just the conditioner part. Okay, so Borzolino says that you're using yin yang technique, which is like a shadow technique in this case, just like the old masters light and dark contrast technique, which is very true. That's exactly what's going on here.
It's just basically kind of like it's just value. Value is just it's what like there's the Munsell value, if I remember correctly.
Munsell?
Yeah. Munsell value. So
Okay.
it's a value divided into 10 different gradients, 10 different tones,
Mm-hmm.
and from the lightest to the darkest. So you can kind of divide that, and that kind of what makes a drawing realistic or not, and then kind of like imitates the light and effect properly or not.
Yeah.
How dark, and then how light, and then kind of in between.
I mean, because that's what our eyes take in is the light and dark value, right? Sometimes you have people saying, "Oh, why does this not look like so and so texture, or why does this not look like?"
It's just
the way that our eyes perceive what we're seeing, and it knows what glass looks like. It knows what aluminum looks like. It knows what a wooden surface looks like. And all it is it knows how light is reflected off of those surfaces and bouncing back into our eyes. So if there's a discrepancy between what the eye expects and what is actually seen on the page, the drawing, for example, then it'll say there's something wrong. And there's nothing wrong as to what you're drawing. It's just the light and the shade are not accurate.
Yeah, so basically like seeing it very plainly, we wouldn't be seeing anything that we see today if there was no in a black hole, and there would be nothing. What we see is only if there were light, and then that kind of makes up all.
Yeah, so basically some surfaces are more reflective than others, which means that
some absorb light while others reflect the light stronger, right?
Yeah.
That comes to like some like just don't absorb at all, so they go straight through.
Right, or they reflect straight back in another case. Right, so basically our brain takes all of that information and processes it within milliseconds. And
tag it with a certain
and then tag it
word
with some words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jersey Girl 1227 is now following. Thank you so much.
Thank you for following.
Hope you enjoy.
Welcome to the.
Yes, and welcome, of course.
Okay,
so the light. Yeah, I was gonna end that thought.
Now, since we were talking about light, like when we were talking about some objects, they have light traveling completely through, and then kind of no. It's not a It's not a. How do you say it?
I mean, there's solid surfaces, there's reflective surfaces,
So
there's
like solid, like it's not transparent. Is that what's solid?
translucent,
Like
like
translucent
half
and
opaque.
Yeah. So like for objects that are more opaque, it's kind of impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's like a less possibility for light to go and travel completely through it. But for eyes, for example, eyes are literally like made out of like, I don't know, 50 or more percentage of water, right?
Right.
So water's pretty transparent,
Yeah.
correct? So that way, light is more likely to be traveling through water or the eyeball a lot easier than like uh,
Yeah.
stone,
Yeah.
right?
Pencil or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if that's the case, then here where I'm gonna show you where like how to kind of replicates like what the light does when it like lights onto the eyeball is that the light goes through directly through the eyes, and since it's translucent, it doesn't stop at the top of the surface and rebounds back to our eyes. Because whatever we see, like for highlights, it's just the spot of light, the strongest spot of light that bounces back into your eyes, and we see that as the brightest spot, which is like a highlight, right? And that's why we see that really bright, a bright little white light there. But for other lights that goes through the eyes, because the eyes is made of water and it's a little bit more transparent than other solid objects, is that the light goes through the top and gets to the bottom. It gets to the bottom, so that's why eyes are a lot lighter at the bottom than on top, because on top you got the eyelid.
Right.
So that way.
So here, before you do that, zoom in your
Okay.
camera and zoom in on the eyes there. So,
That's zooming
sorry,
out.
that's zooming out. Wrong way. So people can see a little bit better.
Okay, so
when you're
guys,
drawing
so you
there.
got the eyeball, right? You got the eyeball, and then the light goes from there. The light goes from there, goes through the eyeball, and hits the bottom. That's
The
why
back, which is the retina. For people who know the medical terms, it is the retina on the back.
No, the iris. Iris is and then pupils.
Now you're making me doubt my knowledge. Why do you have to do that? Why do you make me doubt my knowledge? Oh, now I have to Google it. Is it retina or is it iris? Oh my god.
Iris.
Oh, and by the way, thank you, Borzolino, and thank you, Nature Lover 8, for following. It really means a lot to us.
Yes,
really
thank you
appreciate
so much.
it.
Thank you.
Iris? Nature Lover says Iris. Okay, beat me to it.
Oh, I know.
Not my day today.
Stuff. I know
Not
my
my day today.
anatomy. Yes.
Yeah,
High
she knows her
five.
art theory.
Hi, imaginary five.
Hi, imaginary 5.
But so the light. Let's get back to the subject or what I was talking about. So the light travels through the transparent eyeball and hits the bottom of the iris, and that kind of reflects back. But now, just because there's the eyelid that kind of overlaps that eyeball, it gives a little bit of shadow. That's why a lot of the eyes are generally like how the theory of how light works on transparent or just basically the eyes is that it's a lot darker on top and it has more light coming out from the bottom just because it's translucent. Now, if the eyes were solid, then it would be a whole different story, right? It would be like a circle or like a sphere.
Right.
With the light reflecting on it. So definitely the light's going to be on top and it's going to be the opposite.
Right, so your eyes are more like snow globes, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if they were solid, they'd be more like marbles.
No.
With a reflective surface, right?
Yeah, not transparent marbles.
No, not the not the transparent ones. The solid ones, right? The white ones or the darker ones, right? So your eyes, in this case, more like snow globes, where you can see through or partially of them, and then they reflect light back. And if they were solid, which I know some alien eyes are, then it just becomes like a giant marble. Right? And that's
when I thought about aliens, just remembered those Star Wars people with spider heads.
No, no. Remember that? What's that? The one you said was really cute in the new Star Wars movie. The one that has those.
I didn't say that.
Who said that?
A friend.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways.
Those things that looks like puffins, but
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
really big eyes.
Yeah, the
They're
ones that look like puffins. What are they called?
Just type in Star Wars.
Well, they're not called puffins. What are they called?
Well,
Star
they're based
Wars
on that animal, basically. Oh,
puffins.
what did
Yeah,
what
let
is
me.
it?
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Give him a sec. Give
Star
him a
Wars
sec.
puffins. What are they called? Yeah, what are these things called?
Oh my god.
Porgs. Porgs.
That's a
This thing. Here, I'll switch over and I'll show you what I'm talking about. These things. So these porg things. This is what happens when your eyes are solid.
Mhm.
So unlike the human eye, these eyes, at least I think by the reflection, are solid, or at least more solid than human eyes,
You
right?
might be wrong there, because that's not because it's solid. It's just because it has more pigment in the eyeball.
Okay, well, just for the argument's sake, we'll say that these
no,
are.
no, but if you actually did have sunlight shine through that, it'll be the same thing as a regular eyeball. That's what I'm saying. It just has more pigment in it, so it's like a person with a dark brown hazel eye is not gonna have
Yeah, I guess so.
as a strong impact as a person with light blue eyes. That's what I'm saying. Eyes are eyes.
Eyes are eyes.
Yeah,
End of discussion.
Yeah, it depends on like how much pigment, because that's what actually makes them up. Because eyes are actually just
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah, I think we'll stick with the snow
Yeah.
globes. I think the snow globes are a better analogy in this case.
So I hope you guys understood a little bit there. Star Wars eyes debate. Yes.
Star Wars
yes,
eyes debate. Yeah,
yes.
there we go.
Star Wars eyes debate.
And
Whose
Borzellino
eyes are
says details in the eyes are obviously sublime.
Yes. Very true. Very true. I agree with that. Good, Borzellino. I'm trying to say everybody's names right. I'm sorry if I kind of butchered someone's name though.
Pearlescent quality for eyes. Yep, eyes. Yeah.
Not pearl, because pearl is like pearl's not transparent.
Yeah, but pearlescent quality, so like a sparkling quality, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They shine. They sparkle.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did you finish the other eye? You want to finish the other eye as well?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. My bad. I was looking at porgs too much. Too much Star Wars.
Too much Star Wars.
There
Yeah,
we
we
go.
didn't even watch that.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't even watched that movie, and we're talking about the porgs. Hey, it'll be like the first character. No, I go sit down. I finally find time to sit down and watch a Star Wars movie. I know a character. It's the porg.
It sounds like pork.
It's the pork. Oh my god.
The pork.
No,
Hey, it's the year of the pig.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
year. Yeah. Well,
Well,
actually,
not yet. Not yet.
Year of the boar. Chinese New Year.
Here's the year of the pig.
February 18th. So another month.
Mhm.
But yeah, year of the boar coming up. So.
So Hamlet came out pretty interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it was interesting.
So this is what I'm talking about. It's like random lines, right?
Yeah, and all started from
Very
squiggly.
random,
All started
yeah,
from squiggly lines.
right? And then
Everybody can do
this,
squiggly lines.
Yep. So it's just sort of really random stuff, and it just kind of morphed into this
Mhm.
with the new line of tea called To Be.
To be. Yeah. There we go. And
We should actually continue this line, but
yeah.
like
And I mean all that goes to show is that I mean art is not as hard as people think it is.
yeah.
I mean drawing, music, or stuff like that. I mean if
It's
it's all
just a
starts from a scribble,
mindset.
it's a mindset.
Yeah,
It's a
just
mindset.
a mindset.
Hmm. Right.
It's cool that it's fun to see how like things just magically appear. Like at first it looks really weird. It looks like an alien almost, or not even an alien, not even close to an alien.
I said an alien spaceship. I was close. I was
But
close.
like general alien. Remember some of the
Oh
people.
yeah, we should do that. We should totally do that.
It's kind of. We'll figure out something.
Remember when?
I remember doing this painting. It was disturbing someone because the person didn't have a mouth
Yeah.
or
yeah,
eyeballs.
Yeah. Or yeah. So
It was
I don't
like
know.
hollow. It was like hollow eyes.
Do you have a process
No.
shot of that?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll have to see if we can
I have
find
to go
that.
dig up some many pictures in my files within other files. Back of my backup. Yeah, my hard drive is really unorganized. Where's Mount Tai?
Mount Tai. Borzolino is talking about Mount Tai.
Okay, so what we're gonna translate.
Yeah.
So I like to be radiant, glowy, and sunny on the calm lake of Mount Tai. So that's how
I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see where exactly Mount Tai is.
Is Borzolino talking about the eyes, or just
I think the sparkling quality of the ice.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Kind of like the lake on Mount Tai, because it's not Mount Tai, it's Lake on Mount Tai.
Lake on Mount Tai.
It's so familiar. I must know where this is.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, it is pretty.
Do you want to share it with everybody, see what we're looking at?
Okay, so it's Mount Tai is a mountain of historical and.
Change the screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, so people can see. There you
go.
go.
So.
Go up to the picture. So we get
so
that's what it is.
What Mount Tai looks like.
Yeah.
So, Mount Tai is a mountain of historical and cultural significance located north of the city of Tai'an in Shandong Province, China. Okay, cool.
Shandong, is that like north?
I'm not quite
or like
sure.
South?
North of the city of Shandong. I'm not exactly sure where that is.
The Jade Emperor Peak.
Tallest peak in the Jade Emperor Peak. 1,500 meters tall. Interesting.
50 meters tall.
1,500 meters tall.
Oh, that's really tall. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Like a castle on top of the...
Yeah. Probably a monastery is what I'm thinking, not a castle.
You know what it reminds me of? Like those monks where they live on this lone top mountain
kind
of thing. Yeah. Pretty.
That's cool. Thanks for sharing, Borzolino. That's actually really nice. Thank you.
Like that one's really pretty. Yeah.
Which one? This one here?
Yeah. I love how like the texture and then how it slopes. It's not an ordinary mountain.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I wonder how he could get that texture, like, a lot there, or is just
it's like probably some sort of a limestone type of deal where after there's corrosion from the rain and some acid.
Okay.
And then over time it'll just melt away the side of the mountain, right? Because you can see that this color is different from this color, right? So there must be something that happens where this is more exposed, and then it just eats into it.
Lighting, right?
It could be lighting as well, yeah.
That's in the shadow. So.
Yeah, it could be.
But that looks really pretty. Thank you for sharing with us.
Okay. Yeah, Nature Lover says it's so cool. It went from random lines to so deep. Oh, did you read that already? Okay,
yeah. I replied to that.
Okay.
Thank you, Nature Lover.
Okay. Well, this one is good for a draft, eh? Until probably it gets to the next stage, which is you have to transfer that onto
a more or it's probably just gonna like freestyle and just draw it freehand on a new piece of paper. But it's just a lot easier. It saves a lot of time when you just kind of trace over it because you already did the work, right?
It's not cheating. It's not cheating.
It's different from tracing from a book. Like I just highly just don't encourage that. For me, generally, for myself, I just found that like really uninteresting. Like I did do it when I was a kid, but it's like at a certain point, it's like it's unmotivating.
Well, it's not so much unmotivating. I don't think that's the right term to be using here. It's more like that's not a word.
Oh, okay.
You're making words up at this point. No, I mean tracing. It doesn't bring the same amount of connection, hand-eye coordination, or even knowledge to that point as drawing it as a reference beside it. Because when you're tracing, you're not registering the same type of information as you are comparing and then drawing up a reference.
And then something that I learned throughout the years is that once you're tracing, you can see and you can also feel that it's been traced or it's been drawn.
There's that too, yeah. Especially the people who have done this for a long time, you can feel if it's been traced or
There's
not.
a certain energy and flow that goes through a drawing, and then you can see that because tracing, it's not a very fluent stroke just because you're very trying to be precise, you're like getting the lines right and stuff. You don't feel that movement, that flow. That's a thing that like it's okay like if you're a kid and you're like, oh, this is cool and I want to like redraw this and kind of trace it. Yeah, go ahead, feel free, right? But it's like at a certain point, if you want to be more like be a more an accomplished artist and stuff, tracing is more at the part where you already did all the work in the drawing and then just transferring that on a different support,
yeah, it's
whether
more.
canvas.
It's more
because
like
it's already your work. You already did all the work, right?
Yeah.
And then you've already analyzed the subject you were drawing, and you know what's going on.
Yeah,
and
it's more of like a shortcut once you already know the long way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's not a point to start.
I would think it's if you're just starting to draw, it'd be detrimental to your development as an artist to just trace and not draw by reference. And and Borzalina says, let me see if I pronounce this correctly. Huanyanzi, which is a place.
Huanyanzi 有一个
Okay. Let's not do that. I'm just gonna translate here. So Huanyanzi has a saint, and he said that the most difficult thing to paint is the eyes, and that is very true.
Yes.
In Chinese, we actually have a saying. I'm sure some of you might know this, and it's
probably even Western. The eyes are the door of the soul.
Of the soul, right?
Or to the soul.
Eyes are the door to the soul.
Yeah.
And the Chinese saying is 画龙点睛, which means to complete the drawing of the dragon, you must dot the I's, or a more literal translation, I guess. So.
Yep. Yes, thank you for that, Borzalina. Hey.
Well, that's 2 drawings in one night, eh? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For a first stream, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Do you want to go for another drawing, or do you think so we call it?
Well, I think we should probably call it a night, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we will be back next week, so be sure to tune in. Same time on Sundays. It'll be
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, wherever you guys are located. I'll actually be putting a little countdown timer in the description of my channel, and that'll convert the time of the next stream, as well as a countdown, which is quite handy, into wherever your time zone may be, so you know exactly when it's going to start.
Yeah, so thank you for everyone who joined us today, and thank you, I hope everybody had fun and had to, be able to participate and
learn something.
Yeah.
Being able to learn in a relaxed environment is not something we get to do every day.
Right, and it's casual, very casual. Nothing strict, nothing academic, right? You learn academic stuff, but not in the academic way.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yep, well, thank you, everyone, and thank you, and I hope you'll probably join the fun again next week, if not, the week after that.
And I'll probably also be saving videos, so if you happen to miss it, you can always watch, and I guess we'll go from there, right? Any closing remarks?
Closing remarks. It feels good to draw for fun again, because I've been doing more serious works, and then sometimes it's nice to break free from that, and I think it's great to kind of do this, and then also at the same time kind of live streaming and sharing with you guys. I think it's a great experiment that I never thought of it before, but I would actually continue doing this because it's fun.
What took you so long?
It didn't take me too long.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking for this for a long time though, but hey, here it is. The key is to start.
The key is to start. Hey, if you take anything away from today's lesson, is to start. Doesn't matter if it's a scribble or if it's geometrical shapes.
Test. Is that what you call it?
Yep,
title?
today's a beta test.
Yeah, beta test. So today was the beta test. So thank you for people who just like willing to actually participate in just like a beta test. It might be messy at first, but we're gonna improve more. We're gonna work hard more, and then kind of make this live stream more fun, more enjoyable for everybody. So yeah. Any what do you call it? End conclusions for you?
No, you said pretty much everything at this point. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Any final questions from our viewers? This is AMA, so ask us anything.
Tell us what you thought. Any feedback
Any
or like
feedback
kind of
is
suggestions you want to
much
see
appreciated.
for like next week? Or next week.
Yeah, any suggestions you want to see next week?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is pretty much an impromptu.
Yeah.
We kind of improvise as we go. So, if there's any suggestions? Oh, wait a little bit.
Yeah. People are writing. It's okay. Oh, nature lover. Okay.
The freestyle form? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it at that. Yeah. So you like the unpredictableness of it, and that's kind of like stand-up comedy or improv comedy, kind of similar feel to that. So I think we'll most likely definitely keep that, and we'll talk about something whatever comes to mind.
Oh,
Borzolino says.
Borzolino, sorry.
1 second.
Let's see. Mita.
Maybe teach complex techniques casually. That is in the books. We are planning on a few things down the road for something like that.
We'll keep that in mind for sure. Yes, it's a great topic for sure.
Yeah, be able to share and even to learn at your own pace is something that isn't really offered now much. So I think this may be a good opportunity to, share some of the knowledge that we know, and if we help a fellow artist, then we have achieved our goal.
Right, and we also will be updating our Twitch profile because it wasn't completely finished yet. Sorry about that, guys, but it was kind of like busy and all that stuff, and then like Christmas just kind of died down for now. But we'll be adding like more info on our profile and also social media stuff. Like we did show one today at Great Festival, so you can go ahead and check that account out if you want to just browse around, take a look, and then we'll add new stuff, and hopefully we'll tell more about that next week on Sundays, and hopefully we get most of that information filled in. Right, Vic?
I'm just typing in the link here.
Yeah.
So it is instagram.com/greatfuzzball. And
deleted link.
Something went wrong there. Oops.
Or should I write it?
Nope. I think it's up there. Instagram.com/greatfuzzball.
Happened.
I don't know.
Oh, and there are more messages down below.
Yeah, that's
bug.
Some kind of bug. Okay.
Okay. No, just click on Great Fuzzball and you'll get there directly.
Click on the Great Fuzzball.
And you have to change the screen if nobody's seeing it. Why do you click on? No, click on the name. The name. Yeah.
There. Change the scene, and you get to see. And this is
that's my profile there.
Right here. So, Instagram.com/greatfuzzball. If the link didn't work in chat, apologize.
Just kind of scroll down, browse around, right? You can also comment, like a few pictures, and if you really like the account, please do follow. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah,
we'll be sharing some of this, and I think the process videos are a pretty good idea for people starting out, and just being able to share. Kind of like what Nature Lover says. No, I got it. Yeah. Okay. So basically, share knowledge and have fun doing it, which is probably our goal for this channel and for the stream. So, all right, and that'll be all for tonight.
Yes,
everybody have a good night.
Yes, have a good night, and start of a Monday. Tomorrow's the start of the new week. Work.
Yep. And we'll see you all next Sunday for more.
See you next Sunday. We are logging out. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.